From the Kemper Arena in Kansas City, Missouri, it's your Milwaukee Bucks against the Kansas City Kings. Good evening, everybody. I'm Bill Berg, and along with John McLaughlin, we welcome you to our telecast. I don't know, John, maybe I should have said the soon-to-be Sacramento Kings. That's a problem.
Yes, it is. There's a lot of turmoil going on around here right now, not only in this organization, but in this town, and that's something we're going to go into more at halftime with Joe Axelson, the president and general manager of the Kansas City Kings.
I wonder what your thinking is about tonight's ball game. I mean, the scenario would run along the lines that it has to be a blowout for the Bucks. Could that would be dangerous thinking, though. Here the Bucks have won 5 in a row. They're on a roll again. Kansas City's lost 7 out of 8. There's talk about moving out of town. Everything would point to a big Buck victory, but boy, you still have to play the game, don't you?
You sure do, Bill. You know, in professional basketball, you learn there's no sure thing, and the Bucks are very much aware of that. This is a team that you feel like you should come in and perhaps certainly beat even in their home arena. But when you look at the Kings and you look at them individually, they have a ball club that can certainly put a lot of points on the board. They're not a strong defensive team. The Bucks know that. They'll be able to score. But the point is, the Kings can get hot on you. They can score some points. And the fact is, if they all pull together on any one given night, they can beat the Milwaukee Bucks or the Lakers or Boston or Philadelphia.
You hit it right on the head. You look at an Eddie Johnson. Here's a guy who can score from outside, can kill you from outside. At practice today, Nelly was exhorting his troops not to take him lightly. Reggie Theus, a freelancing guy who, again, can hurt you badly. So they could have a game on their hands tonight. They want to win this first game on the road trip. Psychologically, it could be a big edge.
It will help a lot. And, of course, you've got some tougher games coming up, and we'll take those as they come. But in this particular game, you want to get out and jump at them early.
Okay, and we'll be back with this one. The Bucks against the Kings coming up right after this timeout.
The Bucks are going strong on TV 18. Milwaukee Bucks on TV 18.
Live from the Kemper Arena in Kansas City, Missouri, the Milwaukee Bucks take on the Kansas City Kings. Tonight's game is brought to you by Light Beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer and less. Sentry Insurance. For all your insurance needs, call your local Sentry agent, where all's well even when all isn't. True Value Hardware. We've got what it takes. McDonald's, where it's a good time for the great taste. Toyota, who reminds you that it's a good feeling to buckle up for safety. And by Speeds TV and Appliance, the right price, customer satisfaction guaranteed.
The Bucks are going strong on TV 18. Milwaukee Bucks.
I have taken on many fighters and tried many beers. One beer isn't a class by itself. Light Beer from Miller. Light tastes great, and it's less filling. It weighs in at a third less calories than the regular beer. Yes, I discovered your greatest beer, but I never met your greatest fighter. Hey, who is this Billy Martin anyway?
Billy Martin, he's warm, he's gentle, good looking too.
I got to meet this guy.
Light Beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
When you look for the best, see Ruby and Star. Ruby and the model, they're making their mark. Dukas, Lakeland, Arrow, Kidner, Renner, and Gentile, that's Oldsmobile. We are the power, Milwaukee's driving power. Log into the power of the leader, tonight so
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And as we come back
Dennis
to you
appears
here
with
at
the
the
Big
Kemper
Creek
Arena
Country
in
Show
Kansas
every
City,
Friday night.
The national anthem, of course, the color guard. about to leave center court as we get ready for basketball. Your Milwaukee Bucks against the Kansas City Kings. Bill Berg and John McLaughlin back with you, and happy we are to be back on the air tonight. It's been a bit of a respite. The Bucks have had a considerable amount of time off. They haven't played since last Friday night. That was that win over New Jersey at home, and now it's an extended road trip, but taking to the road with 5 consecutive victories. I was talking with Nelly this afternoon, Mac, about that, and he said he expects his ball club to be ready. They've had some good practices. He thinks the layoff will not hurt them.
And obviously he knows, doesn't he? So we're seeing, of course, all of the Bucks being introduced, Bill, because this is the first time and the only time the Bucks will visit Kansas City this season. And obviously, with the talks of the Kansas City Kings moving to Sacramento, it perhaps will be the last time ever the Milwaukee Bucks will come in here to Kemper Arena to play an NBA game.
Now the starting lineup for the Bucks. Here comes TC. Terry Cummings had 25 in that win against the Nets last Friday. Terry needs 8 points, by the way, to reach 4,500 in a year and a half time in the NBA. That's the kind of productivity he's had. And he needs 22 points tonight to hit the 1,000 mark for the season. Up front with him, Paul Pressey at 6'5", leads the club in assists. In the middle, of course, Alton Lister. And in the backcourt, little guy that makes it happen, Craig Hodges. And Sidney Moncrief, Super Sid, who leads the club in steals and is averaging 23 points a ball club. They're coached, obviously, by Don Nelson, just announced to the people here. Nelly with 402 career victories under his belt at this point. And now we'll hear from the Kansas City Kings. Eddie Johnson comes out, the former Illini. 9th in NBA scoring at this point, averaging 24 points. Mark Oberding up front with him. In the middle, LaSalle Thompson, 6'10", 250-pounder, former Longhorn from Texas. In the backcourt, Mike Woodson will get a starting assignment tonight. They're shaking up the lineup a little bit, the former Hoosier. And in the backcourt with him, out of UNLV, Nevada, Las Vegas, Reggie Theus. Reggie talking to us before the ball game, Mac. He's a free spirit. I like Reggie. He's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's anxious to move to California. He's from that area, of course, a little further south as we look at the officials. Jake O'Donnell, the veteran, on the right. Blaine Reichelt on your left. And, of course, Jake certainly keeps control of the game.
Yes, he does.
You know, I wanted to come back to what you said about, you know, the layoff, and you obviously asked me a question I didn't really answer, and Nelly's saying he doesn't think it will hurt his club. I think the layoff came at a great time for this ball club because the Bucks all season long, they've been playing 2 to 4 more games than every team they've faced, and that gave some of these guys like Sidney and also Pressey and TC, Terry Cummings, some rest, and Terry was playing a lot of time that he wasn't used to, and so I think it was a perfect time, and they may have a few cobwebs to shake out early, but I'm sure that they will.
All right. And they jump it up, and the Bucks control it. Cummings, first shot of the night, does not go, a little bit short. Lister with a follow, wrist roll, that won't go. Ball tipped around free on the floor, and Theus will start it up for the Kings. A little balancing act on the far side there by Woodson. Opening minute of play and no score. We got a whistle as the shot goes up and is missed outside by Johnson. Paul Pressey picks up the first personal foul of the night.
Unfortunately, he was underneath with Oberding, who is a very physical player, and got caught. Lister doing what he does very well.
Oberding gets it stuffed. Moncrief, Sidney penetrated.
A couple of things, Bill, to set the stage. One, Kansas City's a ball club that likes to run. They can score points, but they're weak defensively. They've got some guys that will really put it up. Eddie Johnson, Theus, they'll put the ball up, although Theus leads their club in assists as well. But they're a club that doesn't run as much late in the game as they do early in the game.
Moncrief picks it off, takes it to the hoop, dishes outside for the jumper by Hodges, and Craig's got it right there for his first 2 of the night, and it's a 4-0 ball game.
And the Bucks want to run on this ball club. They want to get up and just take that type of an advantage, and they've already scored twice off of fast break opportunities in different ways.
Exactly. Into Johnson, posted low, didn't get it, but drew the foul. This is exactly what Nelly was talking about at practice today.
Interesting about their ball club, as you'll see now, they'll play to Eddie Johnson light, and they'll run almost 90% of their offense to that right side of the court. where you saw the ball. Eddie Johnson, when he catches it, that's what he's going to do with it. He is going to shoot it. Interestingly enough, and this is what I was going to get to, as a team in one less game than Milwaukee, they've been to the line, Bill, 157 more times than Milwaukee, and yet the Bucks have more people that have been to the line than they do as far as, or just a few guys with more numbers. For example, Eddie Johnson's been there the most, but only 211 times. Well, Moncrief's been there 281.
Eddie Johnson gets him their first 2 points of the night with a couple of free throws. Pressey driving and penetrating with the score right there. Paul Pressey found the seam and took it on in solo, and it's 6-2 in favor of the Bucks here in the early going. 10:29 to go for the quarter. This is Theus out on the wing. Hodges looking into his eyes. To Oberding. After the pump, shot didn't go.
Good defense by Lister.
Call him for the travel.
Yeah, he traveled. Now, when you play Oberding and he gets you inside like that, the thing you got to do is don't go for the fakes. Don't leave the floor because he's not going to jump over you. Well, he would me, but the guy's playing him, he would.
Pressey into Terry, and Cummings has two off a great feed by Pressey, who really fired a laser in between a couple of Kings to get it to Terry for the banker off the glass, and it's 8-2 Bucks.
It'd be kind of hard for Eddie Johnson to guard Pressey. You know, he's quick, but Eddie Johnson is, but he's guarding a guy who's a guard and can move.
Now travel outside on Woodson, trying to go to the hoop, turning it back over to the Bucks. Bucks do want to run. This is something Nelly was saying at practice today. The Kings will run early, but they tire easily. He said, we want to run them. We want to run them and get them tired. They're not a good physical club.
And also, when you set up, take the ball inside on them when you can. They're not that big. They're not that physical.
Foul on Thompson. First team foul on the Kings. It stays 8-2 in favor of the Bucks. 9:37 to go in the quarter.
He's big.
Sidney dishing off inside to Lister. Got the shot down and drew the foul.
Fine play by Alton, showing some strength and finesse on that one. The Bucks taking it to the hoop to draw a potential three-point play. Now look at the dump down. Watch. Pick and slip. Pick and slip situation. The pass was there. Lister had to make the move though.
Free throw no good. But all five of the Bucks starters have scored now. Oberding driving, didn't get it. Missed the jam, and Lister comes away with a board to Pressey. 10-2 in favor of the Bucks. Cummings. Now,
travel violation on Pressey on the delivery.
Take away the hoop, keep it 10-2. What you saw with that basket inside a moment ago is, again, pointing to what I mentioned earlier Nelly was saying. This is not a good physical Kansas City club. You can hurt him inside. Eddie Johnson up the lane for two.
He shoots the jump shot well. He'll go to the hoop. He works the baseline nicely. He's their leading scorer, and he looks to shoot. And I've said that, and we'll continue to say it.
That's their first field goal of the night and makes it 10-4 in favor of the Bucks. This is Lister. Trying to feed Terry, has the ball deflected away, tried to force feed it. Long lead pass, this is what they like to do, try to break it with a long lead. Johnson stripped to the ball, free on the floor, saved by the Bucks. Cummings picks it up after good hustle by Lister. To Moncrief, driving for two.
Oh, some fine plays, and you can see the Bucks getting back quickly on the offensive break. The Kings not doing a good job of preventing it.
12-4, Kings need a timeout to talk it over. 8:26 to go, first quarter. Kings down by 8, 12-4 in favor of the Bucks as we pause right here.
I don't compete anymore, but I still pump iron. So after lifting a few hundred pounds, it's nice to lift one of these. Light beer from Miller. Light tastes great, and it's less filling with a third less calories than the regular beer. Now, you know, bodybuilding is hard work, but having a great body has its advantages. Sure makes it easy to pick up guys. Hi, Rodney.
Oh, well, hi there. What's going on here? Hey, honey, how about a lift home, huh? Like beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
There's only one thing Rachel Stevens does well. Starting a boat isn't it. Stopping a boat isn't it either. What Rachel does well is drive. So well, she qualifies for Century Plain Talk car insurance, which rewards good drivers with good rates. So good, she has money to help pay for flying lessons. If you're a good driver, call Century, where all's well, even when all isn't.
There are
over 1 million Toyota truck owners out there. Have you ever met an unhappy one?
I haven't. Not me. Never.
Independent research ranks Toyota trucks unsurpassed in mechanical reliability. Better than Nissan, Chevy S10, better than Ford Ranger. No wonder 95% of all the Toyota trucks sold are still running hard. No wonder Toyota is #1.
No wonder to me.
The more you compare, the more you'll see. It's Toyota, not the other guys.
Water Bedlam starts 9 a.m. tomorrow at Wonderful Waterbeds. Buy this 3-piece, $1,800 Ash Burlington bedroom set for $500. Water Bedlam tomorrow at Wonderful Waterbeds, 82nd and Silver Spring.
12-4 in favor of the Bucks as we come back. 8:26 to go, first quarter. Into Oberding. Right back to Eddie Johnson. Shoots it out front to Theus. Johnson hemmed in to LaSalle Thompson, and he is fouled going to the hoop by Moncrief.
Now, Kansas City played that nicely. You saw the Bucks double down on Eddie Johnson. Watch, Alton steps out, so Thompson steps to the basket. Moncrief tries to give some help. It was Sidney, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Came in there,
Sidney.
it wasn't Craig.
It was
Tried to
Sidney.
get in there in time to give a little help, and obviously the foul is there. You know, Woodson has not normally started. He usually comes in off the bench, but Woodson and Oberding are both in there for defensive purposes.
Second free throw right there. This telecast authorized by Milwaukee Professional Sports and Services Incorporated, intended solely for the entertainment of our viewing audience. Any broadcast or other use of the telecast without the express written consent of the Milwaukee Professional Sports Incorporated Services and WVTV is prohibited. Announcers for the broadcast retained by Milwaukee Professional Sports and Services Incorporated with the approval of WVTV. We got it all in. Okay.
Illegal defense on Mark Oberding. That's what the call was.
Cummings from the baseline with the turnaround. 2 more for him. That's 4 in the night. And the Bucks up by 8 again, 14-6.
Woodson in specifically, and I'll come back to that, to play Moncrief defensively. Woodson can score as well, but he's a good defensive player. And Oberding is in to bang around Terry Cummings if he can. Of course, he has the body to attempt to do that.
Here comes Sid, and I think we're going to get a reach-in foul right there.
Kings do a lot of that. They do a lot of reaching, and I don't think they were as well schooled on defensive weak side help as teams like Milwaukee.
Looked like he was reaching for a Miller Lite there. Really, do I tell you? Woodson stuck out that arm like he was reaching for a brew. Oh, look at the hook by Lister.
Yeah, he can take LaSalle Thompson. Thompson's a young player. He's certainly improved a lot. They used him on the high post earlier in the year. They're starting to use him down a little lower, but you saw Lister showed him what low post action is.
Bucks by 10, 16-6 in the early going. 7:24 to go first quarter. Ooh, almost created out of their turnover. Lister deflecting it. LaSalle Thompson with a stuff of his own.
Good pass by Theus, too, on the penetration. Reggie likes to pass it.
One of the few times they've gotten inside.
And people say Reggie likes to pass it. Remember him in Chicago? Hey, he does like to pass.
Sure,
He's leading their team in assists.
Yes, sir. Ball deflected away by Oberding as they try to get it to Cummings.
Larry Drew's in. Woodson's going out now. Drew has been their starter and their point guard, and he's been just an outstanding point guard. One you don't hear a lot about, but he's having a tough year. This year he's not playing quite as well, and they're using him off the pines.
This is Oberding. Looking down low.
That's on Hodges. Craig Hodges for pushing Theus as he tries to post up.
That'll be number 1 on him. 4th team foul on the Bucks. 16-8 if you're just joining us. Bucks opening up an 8-point lead, have led by as many as 10. 6:50 to go first quarter here at the Kemper Arena. Jumper outside by Drew right there. Larry Drew gets a couple. Larry Drew in his 5th year teaches a basketball camp or 2 in the offseason. Would like to be a coach, but his playing days are over.
Well, he can go to the hoop. He's a little bit like Isaiah Thomas.
Cummings from outside. Nope, a little bit short. Pressey going for the board. Waits for it and gets it in.
Paul Pressey reaching over the interior. Do you steal?
Look at this. Look at this. Sidney with a move inside. Oh, wouldn't go.
Corkscrew all the way around Moncrief.
Bucks looking good. They sure don't look stale after being off.
I think if you made a move like that, you could even get up from it. Would you even know where you were, Bill?
I'd be in traction for 10 days.
Moncrief certainly. You know, it's one thing to penetrate to the basket, like a lot of players can do, but it's another thing to be able to draw the foul. Some players are very, very good at drawing that foul, and Moncrief is one of them.
5 points with that free throw for Sid. Shooting 85% from the line. That's his 240th successful free throw in 282 tries. Averaging 23 points a ball game. That one drops through. Not too shabby, is it? Second 10-point lead of the night for the Bucks at 20-10.
The Bucks wanted to set up in a 2-2-1, and then they gave way on it quickly.
A little sharp shooting outside right there by Reggie Theus for his first 2 of the night. Reggie averaging 15 a ball game.
I guess he decided it was time to take a shot.
I think so.
It was a good one.
You made a good point, though. Some people think he's just a gunner and selfish. He isn't. He leads the ball club in assists, as has consistently led in assists.
Well, and, you know, even in Chicago, you know, he used to try to defend himself on that, and he would do it rather adamantly also, because he would get upset and say, hey, you know, sure, I shoot a lot. I'm a scorer, but I do pass. Look at what I've done.
3-point try by Moncrief was no good. At the other end, Drew scoop shot doesn't go. Fields with a rebound. The outlet to Pressey, and the Bucks on the attack to Moncrief. Yeah, 2 more.
Oh, Kings really weak defensively getting back. The Bucks showing that very early. The Kings are going to have to counter better on their fast break defense.
22-12, another 10-point advantage for the Bucks with 5:20 to go in the quarter. Reggie in the lane with a turnaround. Rimmed out, no. Oberding, yes.
That was gently done. I think he went up there with a sledgehammer to put that one in. But it was 2.
Moncrief over a screen right there.
Man, she cooked early.
Oh, nice. Nice screen set for him, too. 24-14. Another 10-point advantage. Look at Oberding muscling with Fields down low. Boy, oh boy.
You know, Kenny will get the foul. He's trying to stay on the top side, the ball side. That's a big body, you know. It's another large person to do that to, and of course he loves to bang you. And he puts his, if he knows where you are with his body, he's a more effective player.
Kenny Fields and Oberding going at it like a couple of freight trains, and as you point out, Mac, Kenny called for the first personal on him for the night, and Oberding at the line, 86% free throw shooter.
Bucks defensively, we look at Oberding doing a couple of things tonight. They've got a couple of different things they're doing at different times, as I'll point out as they go along. When after they box out, they want to prevent the Kings from running, so they're going to V out so they can try to cut down that long outlet pass to the sides.
24-16, and that having been the 15th foul of the night on the Milwaukee Bucks. Pressey, lob to Lister. He'll put it in. Nope, there you go.
Nice thought.
LaSalle Thompson. Outlet to Drew. Bucks getting back very quick on defense. Oh, yeah. Good call. Good call.
Great play by Fields, huh?
Yes, it was. He had position clearly established. Offensive foul. Player control foul clearly on Drew.
Now, see, there's a situation now. Larry Drew said something to the official. How can you even question that one? That's not even debatable in any court.
No, it wasn't. Clearly player control foul. And it takes a little intestinal fortitude to take a pop like that.
Yeah.
You know you're going to take it.
I'll bet even Nelly, if he'd have been an official like he thought he was going to be, he would have made that call. Pressey.
Pressey from outside. He has 3 field goals, 26-16. Bucks retain that 10-point advantage. That's the way it's been for most of this first quarter. 4:05 remaining in the quarter. Oh, some good muscling inside by Otis Thorpe right there. He had to work for those 2.
He did.
Thorpe, the rookie out of Providence, getting his first 2 of the night. Here comes Sidney. Didn't get the shot after all. It went down, but they're going to wipe it out.
Yeah, foul's on Sidney.
Yep, he threw an elbow. Good call. Sidney got the elbow there to try to clear the way for that little soft hook he put in.
Bill, they like rookie Thorpe. They say he's an up-and-down player, but a lot of rookies are, and they like the potential he has.
They call that on Lister. I saw Sidney with the elbow, but they call that foul on Lister.
Oh, wow. Well, we can't see it all, but the officials can, so they picked up the one we missed.
You could see Moncrief with the elbow, and that's what I thought they were going to call it.
Fields out, Cummings in.
Kenny's going to sit down. TC coming back in. As Kenny Fields picks up his second personal foul, and Drew at the line. 83% free throw shooter. First one good.
Bill, he's been a player over the years that when he was playing even more time, well, he hasn't played that many years, but when he was playing more time than he is now, he was a player that would draw a lot of fouls. He went to the line a lot. Excellent penetrator. Matter of fact, he's the guy that put Phil Ford out of a job here in Kansas City. Remember Phil Ford?
Oh, sure.
Of course, he played for Milwaukee for a while.
Rookie of the year. 26-20 in favor of the Bucks. And a board belonging to the Kings. Reggie, oh, he walked. No walk. Oh, whoa. Larry Drew got away with a little license there, I think.
First effective fast break by a running team, Kansas City.
You're only supposed to get a 2 count on that going up there. 26-22. Pack him a lunch and get him a Bud Light. Cummings outside. He's going traveling. Driving hook. Oh, pretty.
Yeah, he was going for a Miller like that. So.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. From the corner, Hodges.
Hodges counters. Theus' shot at the other end.
30-24 in favor of the Bucks. 2:40 to go for the quarter. Johnson.
I think that was a pass.
That's the way it looked like it started out, didn't it?
That was a 3-pointer. I don't know if we have that. If you do, guys, save it, because I think I was really looking at the lob man rather than the passer, but I thought it was a pass.
That's what it looked like. It makes it 30-27. Bucks, after leading by 10, now up by only 3. And we will get a timeout right here for the Bucks to regroup a little bit. 2:23 to go in the first quarter, and a 10-point lead has evaporated to 3. Bucks 30, Kings 27.
What's taking Dunbar so long?
He's a place kicker, Russo.
Curfew!
Dunbar! Don't drop my Big Mac. What about a
Big Mac, you're okay, babe.
Dunbar!
Dunbar! Dunbar, where are the fries? How can we eat a Big Mac without fries?
It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
Do you know me? You may know that I'm part of the team that's been bringing great car deals to southeastern Wisconsin for 29 years. But did you know that we're also one of Wisconsin's largest Datsun dealerships with a great selection of Nissan Stanzas, Sentras, and Z-Cars at outstanding prices? Thanks, Moose.
Okay.
You may not know my name, but for great Datsun deals, go with the name you've known for years. The Phil Tolkien Datsun deal. Don't buy a Datsun without it.
I think I'll take this one. Would you like that gift wrap? No, thanks. It's just for me.
Nice.
Cash or charge? Check.
I'll need 2 forms of ID. Oh, and Line MasterCard, too.
It works just like a check.
You mean the money comes right out of your checking account?
Just like a check.
Convenient. I could use one of those.
You should get one. You better add this umbrella, too.
Elan MasterCard 2. Checking will never be the same.
All of a sudden, a 10-point lead is just a 3-point lead at this juncture with 2:23 to go in the first quarter. Bucks 30, Kings 27. Bill Berg and Johnny Mack back here at the Kemper Arena. And we thank you very much for joining us for the telecast tonight. Well, let's see if we can open up the lead a little bit with Sidney at the line.
You know, Bill, as Sidney's shooting in the past, when Phil Ford and Otis Birdsong and Scott Wedman played here, they had a fast break team that was awesome. They won a number of games. This arena would get very loud, and some of these fans tremendously active in support of their club during those games. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, Sidney makes 1 out of 2. It's 31-27. Sidney, the first player on the court in double figures tonight, with 11 points at this juncture. This is Drew. Drew into the lane, feeds off to Johnson. The shot didn't go. That's the way they're going to rule it. Bucks will get it back. Here comes Kevin Greavy in to get his first playing time of the night.
Well, one big factor in regard to the Kings closing the gap and keeping it closer was the fact that they went to the line 8 times and made 8. The Bucks were 2 for 3.
Cummings, look at that banker. Cummings with 8 points. Again, the book on the Kings was, according to the Bucks staff, there is really no one who can adequately guard Terry Cummings tonight. We'll see how that turns out.
Well, I think that's true. They put Oberhing in there because he has the size, but he doesn't have as much talent have young Thorpe or they'll swing Merriweather on him at times now. Merriweather, with the experience, he doesn't have the power.
Kevin Greavy commits the foul. Mike Woodson at the line. That's his first point of the night. 80% free throw shooter. Leads their club in steals. That one doesn't go, and Big Mo pulls down the board. 33-28 Bucks. A minute and a half to go for the quarter. Greavy. Wouldn't go. Drew saves it to Woodson. Johnson, hook pass inside. The fadeaway, that won't go for Thorpe. Bucks will bring it up. Pressey. Cummings penetrating with the reverse layup. And we're going to pause 5 seconds for station identification right here.
You're watching Bucks basketball on WVTV Channel 18 Milwaukee.
35-28 in favor of the Bucks. 49 seconds remaining in the quarter. And the foul on Kevin Greavy, number 2 on him.
Well, a number of fouls early in this ball game, and sometimes that happens. A lot of times you can go through an entire quarter and sometimes quite early in a game like this in the first or second quarters and not have many fouls, but we've seen that a lot early in the game. Kansas City getting the better part of that because they are going inside some. They haven't scored the baskets as much, but they've gone to the line.
Woodson 2 out of 3 free throw shooting, and he makes that one. So he's hit 3 out of 4. That's all of his scoring so far for the night. It's 35-30 in favor of the Bucks. Greavy to Cummings. Wanted to go back to Greavy. Ball deflected away. It's going to belong to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Immediate double down on Cummings. They're going to do that. They're going to try to give young Thorpe some help inside on young Cummings.
Hodges, three-point try. Nope, won't go.
Well, you put a shooter over there like that, either Greavy or Hodges, you know, and then when their man who would be the passer's man would fall back inside, that gives a shooter on that side. It's very simple.
Johnson from the left side, deflected, gets it back. That won't go. Mokeski looking to outlet, goes to Cummings. 18 seconds for the quarter. 35-30 Bucks. They've led by as many as 10, 4 or 5 times in this first quarter. Hodges, after they clear out the right side, drives it to the hoop.
Beauty by Hodges. He saw the opening, no weak side there. Didn't come over until the very last minute.
Nope. They really cleared it out for him. Here's the deflection. Bucks are going to go with 2 seconds, 1 second, put it up. Nope, didn't go. That's the end of the first quarter of play. First quarter is history here at the Kemper Arena in Kansas City with the score, the Bucks 37 and the Kings 30. We'll be back.
Us syncopators of progressive riffs have a unique style of jawing.
Howard says jazz musicians talk funny.
And after a gig, I finger pop with a light beer from Miller.
After playing, Howard enjoys a light beer.
Light is super cool and a breeze on the calories, you dig.
Light is less filling, with a third less calories than their regular beer. And the taste, Howard?
Oh, man, it's Obop Shabam. It's lay down, break down, birdie on the hot side of town.
He likes it.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer. And less.
Honey, you wouldn't believe where they put me.
Why don't you ask for some perks?
Perks? I don't have any perks. You have any perks?
Republic Airlines thinks everyone in business deserves perks.
Perks?
Your own section, business first. Up front, 2 across, wide, first-class seats. A special section designed for adults.
Thank you. Honey, you're talking to a man with perks.
How many?
Everyone knows I'm a big Wisconsin sports fan. I'm big on Bucks basketball, big on Brewer baseball, even big on college sports. So I'm big on SportsView. SportsView brings me the special games I can't get anywhere else on TV. Exclusive big-time Bucks, Brewers, and college games, all live. Call now and sign up for SportsView and turn that chair in front of your TV into the biggest and best seat in the house.
2 or 3 days in a hospital used to be required for many kinds of surgery.
Ready.
That can be done today without a hospital stay at all, and should be at a lot less cost.
Ready.
Outpatient surgery is one of many developments that our cost containment department is including in plans that it's designing for policyholders to save them money.
We'll be back before dinner, kids.
Carry the caring car.
Do we know her?
I don't. Not me.
I don't either.
Oh, okay.
I don't either. Maybe Lyle Schulze, our man in the truck.
Or John Steinmiller.
You never know. You never know. Well, it's back to basketball. We start the second quarter. Bucks on top, 37-30.
Everybody said, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Everybody bailing out, pleading ignorance.
That's right. Well, for some, that's a lot easier than that.
Here's Drew with the ball.
They tried to run the double screen. Bucks took it away.
Well, he did everything. Didn't get the shot to go. Oberding loses it on the floor. Drew saves it. Good hustle by him. There it's lost again. McNamara had his pocket picked. Greavy to Pressey. See what the Bucks do on offense this time. Molkeski will try it from outside, and he gets two.
Mo squares up quickly. The Bucks shot 50% in that first quarter from the field. No, 74% to Kings 50. The Kings went to the line 12 times and made 11. Whoa.
Outside, that shot will not go. Reverse will go for McNamara.
See, up here, we're a little distance away from it. Up here, when he worked down at that end, he looked like Steve Mix, who, of course, played with Philadelphia and Milwaukee.
Cummings with the pull-up. In and out and in again. Cummings with 12 on the night. 12 points for TC, 41-32 in favor of the Bucks. 10:40 to go in the second quarter. Driving wrist roll, that wouldn't go. We get an offensive foul called on Woodson.
I think Paul Molkeski, look at it again. I think Paul Molkeski will do this as good as any big man in basketball. Take that charge, go with it, and get the call.
Yes, sir. And it was a good call.
Yeah, he was waiting on it. Here I am. Run up my chest. It takes a little nerve.
Yes, it does. Mo's going to drive with a hook and didn't get it, but he did draw a foul out front.
And he's showing it all to him.
Hey, Molkeski hit that jumper from the corner before, took the charge down here, draws a foul at this end.
Well, you know, it does it all.
Mo's playing some ball.
Yeah, this is the club that tried to sign him in the offseason, so he's going to show them what they missed.
Molkeski, a 75% free throw shooter. Paul gets the first one down.
By the way, Kevin Harlan, who is the voice of the Kings down here, says hello to his mother and father, Bob and Madeline, in Green Bay. So spent some time with Kevin before the game, and he does a great job.
Very nice young man.
Yes, sir.
Here's Drew. Banker goes. Larry Drew has 8 points.
Good lean in, too. That's a time to use the glass.
42-34, Bucks by 8. Cummings gives them back another 10-point lead.
He is so good on the clear out on either side. If you don't give him help, you got problems.
44-34 Bucks, 9:40 to go second quarter here at the Kemper Arena. Drew in trouble. Has his pocket picked.
That's a jump. That's a jump. Now, I don't know if we have that or not, but on that pick and roll or pick and slip situation, I'll show you what the Bucks are in. This is a specific defense they're in. On any situation like this, they want to double up, just like that. Great camera work, guys. They want to double up so that they won't have any options, and they'll do that on the pick and rolls. They don't do that against every team either.
McNamara trying it. Dump an air ball. Shouldn't have taken a shot. Oberding will try after a pump. That won't go for him. We do get a foul, though.
With McNamara and Oberding in there, it's not going to be a finesse situation, but in that case, they got it done. Not a real good selection there because Mo played it well, but Big Mark knows what to do with it.
And then Sidney commits the foul. That's number 3 on Sid. Excuse me, that's 2 on Sid, I should say. Oberding's free throw, good.
Someone to smack you. You keep giving these guys extra fouls, you know.
Oh, I didn't want to do that.
Be careful.
I didn't want to do that. I realized that right away when I said it. Marked it in the wrong column. Oberding gets them both. He has 6 points on the night. Good free throw shooter, 86%. 44-36 favor the Bucks. 9:20 to go for the quarter. Moncrief with Theus driving. Look at that. Got it and drew the foul.
Unbelievable. He is so good at that. Take your right, take your left. He'll go right or left inside. Beats a very quick player.
Good point.
Theus is quick.
Yeah.
Well, he's quick. He's not a great defensive player, but he's quick. I mean, he could be, I think. But look at that. Then the big guy comes over, and Moncrief might get 3.
And he blew right by Thorpe, too. Blew by Theus and Thorpe.
I think Sidney's deceiving. He doesn't appear to be that quick, you know, compared to the quick guys. And yet, for some reason, he goes by a lot of people.
So he converts it into a 3-point effort, and the Bucks with their biggest lead of 11, 47-36, with 9 minutes and 5 seconds remaining for the quarter. Oberding over Mokeski for 2. 47-38 Bucks. Tempo slowing down a little bit now after a lot of running in the early going. This is Kenny Fields. Puts a move on Oberding. That wouldn't go. There's Mo hustling again. Hodges inside to Cummings. Got it.
Oh. Good control up in the air. Couldn't get a handle on it, but still made it happen.
And again, Hodges hitting that open man. 49-38.
Larry Drew shows you he has an outside shot.
And he's in double figures with 10.
Good play.
I thought Mo was going to just tuck it under his arm and run out of the arena with it there. 49-40 in favor of the Bucks. 8:13 to go in the quarter.
That's called continuation. Look at Cummings here now. Watch. Good double play.
Nice, isn't it? Look at him shift hands.
Strong side to weak side. It's easy.
Eddie Johnson looking to lob, looking to lob. Get it away. They're going to call it on Oberding, or are they going to call it? No, they're going to call it on David Pope, I believe. What? Signal one guy, then he signaled another, and it ends up being on the Bucks.
I think it's on Cummings.
When all is said and done, they called it on Terry. That's his first.
Those two guys banging pretty good, and Oberding comes over, and he'll start backing up into you to gain position. Terry, boy, is he sweating. The humidity in here a little bit. It's not that warm down here, but there's some humidity.
Terry will sit down for a little while with 16 points scored at this juncture.
Well, there was something being said by Jake O'Donnell out there to Don Nelson. A delay of game on the Bucks. That's what he was saying. That's a delay of game on you.
49-42 on that pop.
Who was that?
Reggie.
I should have known that.
Mokeski with a lob to Moncrief. Oh, would not go. Here comes Theus again. Step for step with Davis, and Davis winning it. Hodges from the point to Moncrief. Wanted to use that Moncrief pick and traveled with the basketball, trying to use the pick and get around it. We'll go the other way. Bucks by 7 with 7:20 to play in the first half. 49-42 Bucks. Theus. Nope. 3-point effort not there.
You seem to be looking for Oberding inside quite a bit, feeling he has an advantage.
That's not their game. They're just not a good inside club. That won't go for Fields. See what Theus does this time. Long lead to Johnson. Yep, ringing down. Eddie Johnson.
That's a nice play by Eddie. The defense cut him off very well, but then he had to lean back from it. And again, he works the baseline nicely. He shoots that jumper down along that baseline.
And the Bucks take a timeout. Nelly wants to talk it over at 6:41. Bucks 49, Kings 44. We're coming back.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my light beer from Miller. Down it! I love them. These fans know I drink light because it's less filling and it tastes great. Good seats, huh?
You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on.
Oh, I must be in the front row.
Come on.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag. He missed the tag.
when you've got a long way to go, it's nice to go with a friend.
The 1985 Toyota Standard Bed truck toughened up this year with more horsepower than ever, so you'll know it can carry its share of the load. The new Toyota Standard Bed truck at only $59.98.
Friend, you're worth twice the price.
Give your favorite television programs a beautiful reception with a new TV set from Speeds. See Speeds' huge selection of VCRs and televisions from 5-inch to 45-inch screens. All the name brands you trust. And console televisions start at only $399. Bring in your TV set for a free service estimate from Speeds in-store service experts.
Compare Speeds price, product knowledge, and service.
At Midas, we'll meet or beat any competitor's price for a new muffler based on a written estimate. For value, no one can touch Midas.
There's young Kevin Harlan. Yeah. Does play-by-play for the Kansas City Kings, former Kansas graduate. Mom and Dad watching back in Green Bay.
Does the Kansas University Jayhawks as well.
And he's single, ladies. Eat your hearts out. Nice-looking young man.
Yeah.
Nice guy, too. 49-44 favor the Bucks. They have the ball. Sidney with the fadeaway. It would not go. Free on the floor. All right, let's jump it up after all of that. LaSalle Thompson down on the deck getting to it. Alton Lister just bent right over and just tied him up very easily. As did Fields, and Fields is the one who's going to jump it with him. It looked like they were reaching for a Miller Lite.
Yep.
Get that Miller Lite and enjoy the rest of the ball game with us.
Kings are a ball club that will turn it over also. They average almost 21 turnovers a game, and that's fourth in the NBA at the beginning of the week. So a lot of your running clubs will do that, but sometimes it's mishandled. Kings have a problem there. It's something they're trying to correct.
Kenny Fields picks up the personal. That's number 3 on him. 49-44 it remains in favor of the Bucks. 6:09 remaining. Eddie Johnson out of the corner. Look at that. For 3. Yes, sir. That's his second three-pointer of the night. Eddie Johnson brings the Kings within 2. 49-47. That won't go. Drew with the ball. They could tie it up this time up the court. Long lead to Theus, who couldn't hang on. There again is that long outlet pass that Nelly was cautioning his ball club against this afternoon in the practice, but Reggie couldn't grab the handle.
Well, that bounce pass will slide on you sometimes, and there are times it's the only pass you can make, but you've got to be sure to put it down hard so it won't slide along the floor, and that's a loose ball foul. And that's been the difference in this first half. The Kings are drawing a lot of fouls. That will be team foul number 4 on Milwaukee, 2 on the Kings. Here it is.
And that is number 3 on Sid Moncrief.
That's the worst part.
Yep. 4th team foul. Johnson. Lob to LaSalle. Thompson. Deflected out of bounds. Everybody pointing each which way. The officials say, hey, we know what we're doing. We're controlling this thing. White out. Oh, look at this. Operding. Now he steps on Pressey. Easy, guys. That was more than just a little obvious.
Yeah. Well, you know, hey, Mark is doing what he does best, and I don't mean that critically. He's a physical player. That's how he has to play. That's how he can compete in this league. And so far tonight, it's actually gone in his favor.
Pressey drives, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Operding. That time it looked like Pressey was just going to say, hey, I'm going at you. Now we're going to get a technical as well.
Quite frankly, I think that was a situation you probably could have just let it go and not made the call either way, because Operding was giving on it. He was backing up on the block.
Operding is called for the block. LaSalle Thompson said something. He gets hit with a tee. Moncrief goes to the line to shoot it.
Missed.
And it jumped out.
Phil Johnson, head coach, obviously frowning for some reason, like, but he missed it, so you can smile a little bit, Phil. has been around for a while. He's been head coach before. He's been an assistant coach a number of years in the NBA.
Was an assistant in Chicago, yeah. Traveling called on Lister will go the other way.
I feel like Ricky Nelson's here tonight singing Traveling Man. Huh? There's been a lot of them.
Well, they could tie it up again.
But you can't change pivot feet. Well, Elgin Baylor used to do it a lot. He got away with it.
Reggie trying to force feed it into Woodson. Ball deflected around, and we get a foul called.
Too many fouls. Too many.
Yeah, Lister picks it up. That's 3 on him. Number 3 on Alton Lister.
You know, Bill, we've seen surges in this game. We've seen the Bucks play extremely well through a stretch, but because of free throws, the Kings have stayed close, and they've been consistent in drawing that free throw early in each quarter.
Free throw good by Woodson. That's 4 points for him.
You know, Woodson, I think of him, he had the back surgery a few years ago. I'm not saying Mike Dunleavy is having that. Mike Dunleavy is certainly having back problems. It's many people know about it. He has a ruptured disc. We hope can overcome that soon. But I know Woodson has come back nicely from it and hasn't had problems. Good play.
2 for Lister. He has 6. 51-48 in favor of the Bucks. We're winding down on 4.5 minutes for the quarter. Theus.
Could be on Moncrief. That could be number 4. Yeah. Uh-oh. We got to get him out of there.
Number 4 on Sid.
Bucks playing it well here, but Thorpe makes a good move inside as 2 Bucks go for the fake. Now, this certainly affects the Bucks' strategy in the second half as well, because with 4 fouls, if Moncrief gets 1 on him early in the second half, that gets him taken out of the action. It also can mentally affect your play. You become cautious.
Thorpe missing the free throw. Has 1 more coming. So-so free throw shooter, 63%. That's kind of a strange thing.
I'd call that bad.
You know, here's a guy who is 9th in the league in field goal percentage, but only 63% from the line.
Well, that doesn't mean he's a good shooter just because he's got a high percentage, though, Bill, because, you know, he might get a lot of layups.
Might get some stuff inside.
Sure.
51-49, and a foul right there. Bucks by 2 with 4:08 remaining. LaSalle Thompson picks up the personal. A hold on him.
Cummings in, Fields out from Milwaukee. Huh. Now, see, that was wrong. They blew the horn to get McNamara in, and he was still moving up the sideline, and you're not supposed to do that until they're already in the box over there. The Bucks score.
In the meantime, Lister gets the banker down, and it's 53-49. 3:55 to go before the halftime intermission.
It's called stretching the rules a bit.
A little bit. Baseline jumper won't go. Tipped into the hands of Hodges. Lead to Cummings. Terry with a 4-on-1, and it results in 2 for Charles Davis.
Better score on a 4-on-1, huh? Good play.
I guess.
Like to get those.
55-49. Bucks rebuild a 6-point advantage. They've led by as many as 11.
Foul on it. Is that Eddie Johnson, I believe, trying to post up Pressey? What a great job he did of denying position.
Number 1 on Eddie.
Big McNamara, Mark McNamara. Used to be with Philadelphia. Down by the Gatorade. I was there a few times. Fun down there. You get to guard it. Yeah. Drink all you want, though.
Cummings gets the feed, doesn't get the job done in the hoop, however, but it's saved by Lister. Back out to Hodges for the jumper. He does get it done.
Good play. Lister made it happen.
Good hustle by Lister to keep the ball for the Bucks. 57-49. Theus from outside gets 2.
Gets good arc on the ball.
8 points for Reggie. 57-51 Bucks. Up, that won't go. We get a loose ball foul.
On Paul Pressey. He was trying to block out on Woodson, and it could have gone either way, perhaps, but it went against Paul.
And we get a timeout with 2:40 to go. Bucks 57, Kings 51.
Sid and Sammy's Sub Shop had a big slice of the sandwich market.
Must be your salami, Sammy.
I'm waiting.
They wanted to get into knockwurst, bratwurst, yackwurst, and liverwurst.
In the worst way.
But a refrigeration failure turned their best wurst into the world's worst wurst. Fortunately, they had a business owner's special policy from Sentry Insurance.
So we didn't have to swallow our losses.
If you run a business, call Sentry, where all's well, even when all isn't.
It's back. Our famous free Life Movie Club membership is back. For a limited time, you can join our free Life Movie Club membership and rent movies for as low as 99 cents. Plus, get every fourth rental free and choose from an inventory of over 21,000 films. For the most in video at the lowest prices,
It's Nord TV and Video Outlet, your super video store.
Honey, you wouldn't believe where they put me.
Why don't you ask for some perks?
Perks? I don't have any perks.
You have any perks? Republic Airlines thinks everyone in business deserves perks.
Perks?
Your own section, business first. Up front, 2 across, wide, first-class seats. A special section designed for adults.
Thank you. Honey, you're talking to a man with perks.
How many?
Golden State 62, Detroit 60, Washington 48, Dallas 42, both halftime scores. And speaking of halftime, you have an interesting one.
Yes, the second part of halftime, I had an opportunity to talk to Joe Axelson, the president and general manager of the Kansas City Kings, about the big move that perhaps and most probably will be taking place at the end of the season of the Kings to Sacramento. So we'll talk to him.
All right. In the meantime, Woodson at the line for the Kings. Kansas City down by 6, 57-51 with 2:40 to go in this second quarter.
And we travel all around. We have fans every place. Bill and Jim and Dawn Sasidek, I believe I'm saying that right, say hi to their family and friends. They drove 200 miles in from Omaha, Nebraska for tonight's game. They relocated out here from Milwaukee, and it's good to see loyal fans like that.
Indeed. 57-53 now with those couple of free throws going down for Mike Woodson, the former Indiana Hoosier. Look at Pressey with the driving slam.
Get out of my way.
8 points for Paul Pressey. Had a career-high 29 last home game against the Nets. 8 so far tonight.
He's having a marvelous year.
He is. Good guy, too. Real good guy. Works very hard.
Great defensive player, leads the team in assists. Fine pull.
Nice play right there by Otis Thorpe.
Young guy, adjusting quickly to the NBA.
Rookie out of Providence.
Yeah. Good physique, strong player, quick. It's a big guy.
Now he's on Cummings. See what he does here. Terry's shot goes astray. Theus with it off the ring. Wants to run it 3-on-2 and threw it through the hands of Eddie Johnson, but it was deflected away by the Bucks. Hodges back there with him. Kings will keep it. 1:43 for the half. Reggie dishing off to Woodson. After the pump, the banker goes.
Woodson's a good man to have on that wing. You do the penetrating and kick it out to him, he can hit in the jumpers.
That's what it looks like. The Bucks are going to build a lead again and pull away. The Kings come right back.
Yes, they do.
2-point ball game, 59-57. Davis out front. Pressey. Oh, didn't go. We've got a foul. Woodson picks up his third personal foul.
Pressey good in that situation because he has his long arms and he can hang, and he hung in the air long enough. Little double hitch there, a little hitch in his shot to draw the foul. It's Larry Drew.
And he'll shoot his first free throw of the night right here. He has 8 points on 4 field goals. Pressey 77% from the line. One more coming. Paul Pressey averaging just under 16 points a ball game. #1 in assists. #2 2 in steals. Doing it all in a Buck uniform and gets both free throws down to make it 61-57. Johnson cut off along the baseline, goes back out front to Theus. Look at the scoop by Reggie.
He's so good on those 360 and 180 moves, you know, he can go back and forth on you, and that's what he did.
The master of the freelance.
Yeah.
From the corner. Nope, won't go. Through with the rebound. Long lead to Reggie, who will drive and score. And we have a brand new ball game. We are tied with 47 seconds to go in the half at 61. Kings have come back from 11 down. Cummings. Nope. Terry's gone a little cold. Kings want to run it. Eddie Johnson driving. And down it goes. Kings have their first lead of the night. Listen to the crowd. You never know this ball club's going to California.
2 big baskets for them right there, Phil, because it was hump night. They had a hard time catching the Bucks and then getting over the hump to take the lead. They did that there, and that's big time in the game for them. Could be a change, although the Bucks have been close to opening it up throughout.
Bucks holding for 1, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4. Cummings with the shot. It will not go. Terry's cold. Through. Lets it fly at the buzzer. McNamara's shot does not go. And at halftime, the Kings have come from 11 down to take a lead here at halftime. It's Kansas City 63, the Bucks 61, and we'll be back with halftime after this.
Bucks basketball is being brought to you in part by Speeds TV and Appliance, the right price, customer satisfaction guaranteed, and by Toyota, who remind you that it's a good feeling to buckle up for safety.
There's no better way to end a perfect day than to head for the best beer you can find.
Welcome to Miller Time.
At Miller High Life, we begin with nature's finest ingredients. Then we brew our beer so it contains no additives, no preservatives, so nothing comes between you and the taste of just pure beer.
Welcome to Miller Time.
Decorate your home with the confidence of an interior designer using the rainbow of colors in the True Test custom color system from True Value hardware stores. It's arranged under natural home lighting, so you can find the True Test paint color that matches your furnishings or carpeting. Then select contrasting or related shades. You can easily beautify any room in your home using the rainbow of colors in the True Test custom color system, available exclusively at participating True Value hardware stores and home centers.
Buck Shots is brought to you by First Wisconsin, where you get more bank for your money.
Bob, you home?
Up here, paying bills.
Did you transfer the money to savings?
Oh, yeah. Called First Wisconsin this morning.
Did you get cash for tonight? Restaurant's expensive.
We're set. I stopped by the time machine.
So what did you do with all the extra time?
Happy anniversary.
You get more bang for your money at First Wisconsin. You get more bang for your money at First Wisconsin.
Where people are first.
For me, was a traumatic experience. You really have no idea it's coming up until one morning you get the phone call.
It's just something that you can't prepare yourself for.
Initially, you feel rejected. You know, it's like I did it all I could, and now they don't want me.
Shock, rejection, dismay. Just some of the emotions most NBA players will endure during the course of their careers. Everyone is on the trading block, regardless of their ability.
I made the All-Star team, 3 years in a row. And, the fourth year come up, then they, trade me.
Richardson wasn't the only All-Star to lace up his traveling shoes.
Gotta put on my traveling shoes. Gotta put on my traveling shoes. Gotta put on my traveling shoes. Gotta put on my traveling shoes.
I was on my way to San Francisco, and a guy next to me says, "Hey, here's a toast to you." I said, "Toast what? What are you toasting?" He said, "Hey, it's Toast to Phoenix." I said, "Well, what are you talking about?" He says, "Well, I just saw on the news you guys traded for Truck Robinson." I said, "I did, huh?" He said, "Yeah."
The trade is more than sending a player to another town. It's a general manager's tool to improve won-loss records as well as fan attendance.
We don't trade that readily, see, because a lot of times you get a player with a little better ability, but later on their character comes out and you lack something, and as a result, a lot of those teams never win.
I tell you, one of the most important things a person can do when he runs a basketball team is to make sure that he can easily differentiate what he thinks of a particular player, especially personally, and as a basketball player, versus the fact that this is part of a business.
But it's the players and their families that are most affected by a trade. Bob McAdoo has seen both the highs and the lows in his 13-year journey through 6 NBA cities. His career began in Buffalo, where he garnered 1975 league MVP honors before being dealt to New York, shipping off to Boston, motoring to Detroit, back to New Jersey, and then crossing the country to Los Angeles, where he won his long-awaited championship ring.
This is the happiest moment in my life right now. It's taken me 10 years to get here, and I'm finally here.
Walt Frazier, once the pride of New York City, was shattered upon learning of his trade to Cleveland, but still managed to find a bright side.
It was good for me to get out of New York, too, because in that respect, I found myself as a person, which is now what I'll have to deal with, and not the glamour of being Walt Frazier superstar at the New York Knicks.
For Bernard King, being traded to New York has fulfilled a childhood dream.
I grew up in New York City. It's every youngster's dream to play for the Knickerbockers one day. I remember the days that I used to walk by Madison Square Garden and looking up at the building and hoping one day I could play inside the arena instead of watching from the outside.
Then there's the charmed life of Billy Paultz. Being consistently traded to a contender has enabled him to cash a playoff check in each of his 14 professional seasons. Although the uniforms may change, most players realize it's still a great way to make a living.
And so you keep in the back of your mind it's the business, but you go out there to have fun, too.
Buckshots has been brought to you by First Wisconsin, where you get more bang for your money.
When you've got a long way to go, it's nice to go with a friend. The 1985 Toyota Standard Bed truck toughened up this year with more horsepower than ever, so you'll know it can carry its share of the load. The new Toyota Standard Bed truck at only $59.98.
Friend, you're worth twice the price.
Hardware took delivery of 60 sacks of assorted seed.
Seed.
And Fenton's Fast Fertilizer.
Fertilizer.
The sprinkler system malfunctioned overnight. Their business had grown.
Oh, my gosh.
Fortunately, they had Century's unique business policy for hardware store owners.
Just wait till I tell her. Honey, they're going to help us cut.
Losses. If you own a business, call Century, where all's well, even when all isn't.
On certain days, everything comes to a stop. Except for one thing. We call it Priazzo Italian pie. Baked fresh every day.
Bucks basketball, brought to you in part by the Knights of Olds and Oldsmobile, Milwaukee's driving power. Nord TV and video outlets, the superstars in movie rentals. And by Republic Airlines, the airline that makes you feel like flying.
Give your favorite television programs a beautiful reception with a new TV set from
Kansas City Kings, Joe Axelson. And Joe, I want to get right to it because we don't have a lot of time. You and I could reminisce about a lot of things, but you've done a lot of interviews over the last few days. Your ball club, the Kings, are moving to Sacramento. Now, what brought on this move? What are all the reasons behind this decision?
Well, it's really, it gets down to one thing. Season ticket sales have never been adequate here for you to build a good base, and attendance has been very spotty, and in the last several years it's been bad, and of course you could say, well, so's the ball club been bad. The ball club has not been good lately, but when we did have our good years, we had a 48 win year here, a 47, a 45, a 44, which ain't chopped liver, and we weren't supported then. And we had a new set of owners come in from Sacramento 2 years ago who have made an honest effort to succeed. They have never denied me a dime, go get whoever you want, you know, and it isn't working. And it comes down to a case of they're not wanting to send any more good money after bad. If I owned this candy store, I'd have done it too. I have to be honest with you.
I'm sure it's a bittersweet situation right now for you. Also, you've got to be excited about the Sacramento thing, but here in Kansas City, you are leaving some good fans. How will this affect the gate for the remaining part of the season?
It's a good question. The staff and I have debated that for several days. It's got to hurt. I think the question is how much it'll hurt. It'll be interesting to see what we've got tonight when the totals are in. But this is a good ball club, of course, Milwaukee, which is a whole story in itself. I'm amazed how well this club has rebounded from the loss of Lanier and the other thing. And I think we'd had a real good crowd tonight. In normal times. It's finally we've got some good weather. For Kansas City, we've had terrible weather the last 3 weeks.
I know. Joe, I know with this move and with some of the other moves in professional sports like in Baltimore and of course in Milwaukee, they're certainly used to having teams move over the years with the Hawks and then of course the Braves. But there is some discussion by politicians in regard to changing legislation to help control this somewhat. Is that good?
I don't think politicians have any business getting involved in private business, and that's what it is. Now, were the Kansas City Kings or the Milwaukee Bucks going to leave a city in the middle of a lease? That's not fair, because then the city would have losses coming from missed parking revenue, food revenue, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But if a club plays out its lease, observes the rules, goes through its league procedures, and is given permission to move, I don't think politicians ought to come near it. I really don't.
And I guess at this point, though the announcement has been made, officially the league has not given the approval. I guess we can assume that you feel very strongly that the league will.
We do, but David Stern has to appoint, and will shortly, a committee of 5 owners to study the situation both in Sacramento and in Kansas City. And they'll make a recommendation within 120 days to the league's owners, the Board of Governors, and then they'll vote yes or no. It's a simple majority vote now, not the 3/4 it used to be. We expect that in early May. We're confident that they'll say yes.
Joe, might this affect the players for the remaining part of the season? I wouldn't think that it would, but possibly.
Well, you were a great player, John. I think there's no question about the fact that playing in front of the empty seats is harmful. But beyond that, it's a job, and I tell you, the players in our league bust their tails. They really do, as you well know, and I'm confident that they'll come out and play as hard as they can.
Joe, thank you much. Many more things I could discuss with you. You're 16 years in the NBA, but we're out of time. Joe Axelson has been with me. He's the president and general manager of the Kansas City Kings. We'll be back with the start of the second half and statistics right after this.
Give your favorite television programs a beautiful reception with a new TV set from Speeds. See Speed's huge selection of VCRs and televisions from 5-inch to 45-inch screens. All the name brands you trust. And console televisions start at only $399. Bring in your TV set for a free service estimate from Speed's in-store service experts. Compare Speed's price, product knowledge, and service.
Welcome! They said he couldn't retrieve his own shadow, but you didn't give up on him. Now comes your time.
To Miller time!
And Miller time means it's time for the best beer you can find, Miller High Life.
Bring your thirsty self right here, the rich, smooth taste of Miller beer is what you have in
to Miller High Life.
Welcome to Miller time.
We are back at the Kemper Arena for the start of the second half. Bill Berg and John McLaughlin and Mac. Joe Axelson in his closing remarks said that he was confident, irrespective of what's going on, the moving all to Sacramento, he was confident that his ball club would still play hard in the first half. They outshot the Bucks 59 to 56%, out-rebounded them 23 to 14. And overcame an 11-point deficit to lead as we start the second half 63-61, so they're not laying down on the job so far.
No, they certainly aren't. They did a great job of going to the line. That was a real factor that kept them close when the Bucks were just on the verge of opening it up. And then finally they shot the ball, as you'd indicated, almost 60%. The Bucks shot it quite well, but not as well as the Kings. So the Kings doing a very fine job here in the first half to take the lead going into halftime.
And the leading scorers in the ball game as we start here, Terry Cummings with 16 points, Sidney Moncrief with 14, but keep in mind Sid picked up 4 fouls in the first half. Pressey 10, Lister 8, Hodges 8, 3 for Molkeski and 2 for Davis. And for Kansas City, Eddie Johnson leads with 14 points, 8 for Oberding, Thompson 4, Theus 12. This is Drew off to LaSalle Thompson. That wouldn't go, but the follow-up put in by Otis Thorpe, who had 5 in the first half, and the Kings open up a 4-point advantage, 65-61.
Wow, that's all we can say.
Cummings drives to the hoop. Terry had gone cold the last 3 or 4 minutes of the first half, missed 3 or 4 key shots that could have put the Bucks back up, but he hits his first shot on the drive here to start the second half. He has 18 on the night, and it's 65-63, Bucks down by 2. Eddie Johnson off balance, wouldn't go. Lister outlet Cummings. 3 on 2. Driving Hodges for 2 right there.
Cummings was the key at the other end. He came over to double team just at the right time, forced a bad shot, and therefore the Bucks go quickly the other way.
And the Kansas City Kings, Phil Johnson says, wait a minute, I want to talk this over. I don't like what I see. Timeout, 11:14 to go, third quarter. We are tied at 65.
There's no better way to end a perfect day than to head for the best beer you can find.
Welcome to Miller time.
At Miller High Life, we begin with nature's finest ingredients. Then we brew our beer so it contains no additives, no preservatives, so nothing comes between you and the taste of just pure beer.
Welcome to Miller time.
My son's moving back in. Double my auto insurance coverage. Thanks for holding, Bob. My wife bought more things for the house. Increase my homeowner's insurance. Byron, this is
Make life simpler for yourself.
This has been the pits.
Talk with an American Family Insurance agent and keep all your protection under one roof.
Hello, American Family.
American Family Insurance.
Look in the white or yellow pages for the American Family agent nearest you.
Culligan's exclusive Aqua Sensor gives your family all the benefits of Culligan's soft water and saves you money. The Aqua Sensor recharges only when it senses your soft water needs. In actual in-home testing, the Aqua Sensor used up to 47% less salt, up to 60% less water and sewer charges than a conventional conditioner. That's money saved on energy, too. For a free water analysis to determine the hardness of your water, call your local Culligan dealer. Just say,
Hey, Culligan man!
Why stand outside and freeze when you can see over 200 fine used cars indoors at Rankin Son Buick, Wisconsin's largest?
As we come back a couple seconds later, Otis Thorpe pops one from midway in the key to give the Kings a 2-point advantage, 67-65. Bucks on the attack, trying to tie it up again. Oh, no good. Moncrief threw it away. Not the kind of mistake he usually makes. Theus to Drew. Drew dishing off. Johnson back out to Theus. Long-range firepower won't go. Ball tipped around. Picked up free by Theus. Reggie dishing off to Johnson. Inside, spin move Thorpe for 2.
Good ball movement that time. The defense was there. It forced extra passes, but Kansas City countered.
69-65, Kings by 4. Pressey driving. Would not go. Cummings comes away with the ball. Terry will put it back up and score.
You know, every now and then that type of thing will happen. You'll come out with a rebound, and the defense then will just kind of give way in the wrong direction, leaving the basket open, and Terry knew it.
Cummings with 20, and it's 69-67 Kings. Thompson with a turnaround. Nope, not there. It's going to belong to the Bucks. He is trying to lobby for it to go the other way, but unsuccessfully. Moncrief with the turnaround. Sidney from the baseline for 2 more. He has 16.
You know, Bill, the Bucks in the first half were most successful when they advanced it up quickly and got a quick shot on the Kings, even when there wasn't an obvious fast break. So even when the Kings score, maybe you're better, like on that play, get it up there and take it to them because their defense doesn't help as much.
Drew trying to get it to go. It won't, but he draws the foul. Lister picks up his 3rd personal foul of the night.
The Kings shot 9 more than the Bucks in the first half, and they're off to a quick start in the same area, shooting more free throws in the second half.
Yeah, they hit 17 out of 20, while the Bucks were 7 out of only 11 tries in that first half, as you rightly point out. Quite a differential. 69 all. And Drew gives him the lead back. Larry Drew in his 5th year in the NBA. Played for the University of Missouri.
I think when he signed his contract, long-term contract 1 or 2 years ago, he got some apartment buildings or something from his owners for some investment in him in Sacramento. So there must have been, there obviously was some discussion then.
Moncrief driving and scoring. Good penetration by Sid Moncrief. And we're tied again at 71.
There's some, we talked to that lady at halftime. Yeah. She and her husband were up here. She says, boy, I'm taking a lot of abuse in this sweatshirt here. She says, I hope we win.
Get her a Miller Lite. She needs a Miller Lite. She's a good fan. Long lead and 2 on the jam. Paul Pressey at the other end, picking up 2 on the slam. We'll get him a Miller Lite, too. Pressey with a dozen. 73-71. The Bucks get the lead back. See if they keep it now. Eddie Johnson in the middle to Reggie over the head. The scoop won't go. Reggie battling Moncrief. Picked up by Hodges to Cummings. TC some contact with Eddie Johnson, and they're going to call Eddie Johnson for the personal foul.
Well, had Eddie Johnson pulled that off, it would have been a great play because the Bucks have an advantage here, definitely. And it looked like he may have tapped it clean and then the contact, and you could see Eddie let out a scream like, oh no, it was clean.
Eddie Johnson says his most memorable game in the NBA was when he scored 34 a couple of years ago against which club? The Milwaukee Bucks. TC with the free throw. That's 21 for Terry on the night so far. Yeah, pulled down 15 boards, scored 34, says that's his most memorable game in the NBA so far. Cummings with the second free throw as well. 75-71, Bucks by 4, 8:20 to go, 3rd quarter. Drew has it deflected by Hodges.
Oh, the big man showing he can get in and fill the lane.
Oh, look at Mr. Lister and what he did.
I think the Bucks talked about, hey guys, let's get out and run on these teams.
That's right. Well, that's what Nelly was saying all day in practice. Right. Run, run, run. They're not a good physical club, and they wear down. They get tired. Run on them.
They don't have a great bench.
Yeah. Another turnover. Pressey charging 4-on-1. Dishes off. Oh, a foul. Sidney couldn't get it in off the break.
You see Pressey tell Hodges, get through, open up the lane for the trailer. So Hodges busted his tail to get through and clear. See him go right in front of the camera, and then he passes to the right. Pressey, that is, to Moncrief, and that was a little contact.
LaSalle Thompson picking up his 3rd, and Moncrief, who is playing on 4 fouls at the line. Jiggled a little dirty, but he got it down. 78-71 Bucks. 7:45 to go, 3rd quarter here at the Kemper Arena in Kansas City. Sidney has them both. He has 20 points on the night. Comes in averaging 23. This is Drew out front. Works it around the left side. Nothing there along the baseline. Fadeaway Eddie Johnson, wipe it out. We had a pushing foul.
Well, the foul occurred long before he took the shot. You could hear that even as far up as we are.
Number 4 on Lister.
They seem to be trying to run more offense to the left side, but we told you earlier in the game they like to go right.
They do indeed. About 85% of their attack generally will come from the right side. Here's Sidney driving, dishing off, and so Hodges couldn't get it to go. And we'll go the other way. Quick outlet to Drew from Thorpe. Right back to Woodson from the baseline for 2. Woodson in double figures with 10 and it's 79-73. Bucks by 6 with 7 minutes remaining in the quarter. Moncrief with Woodson. To Pressey. Right back to Sidney to Terry for the fadeaway. Nope. Pressey saves it though. Good hustle to TC. No, wouldn't go. Follow no. Lister again. No, still will not go. Hey, 3-4 cracks at it. Nothing goes down, but Lister draws the foul.
Bucks doing a great job on the offensive glass. The defense countering inside. And as you had indicated, Bill, look, the Bucks can't get it to go. It looked like TC was hit on the arm then. Phil Johnson wanted an over-the-back call there on Lister. He didn't get it. Lister gets the foul.
Eddie Johnson called for the hack. And Lister at the line. Yep. Alton Lister with 11 points. Got him both. 81-73 Bucks. 6:40 to go for the third quarter. Woodson to Drew to Eddie Johnson.
That's his area.
Yeah, you let him alone outside, he can really hurt you.
Well, that's what the penetration by Drew helps. It pulls those guys in, which will leave a Johnson open on the wing.
A couple of years ago in this arena, he hit 22 out of 24 field goals. That won't go for Moncrief. Holds the arena record, the Kemper Arena record with 48 points. Hey, driving at the other end is Woodson. 81-77 with 6:11 to play in the third quarter. Yeah, when he heats up. And we'll get a timeout.
Wait, it's a 20, I believe.
Just a 20-second timeout. 6:07 to go. 81-77 in favor of the Bucks. Our next telecast, by the way, will be Saturday night. We will be over in Houston against the Rockets. And of course, we invite you to join us for that one as well. The Bucks starting this extended road trip. They've won 5 in a row coming into the Kemper Arena tonight.
Well, Bill, this may have gone to a full timeout. They had indicated a 20. The team can change that, and from where we're at, we cannot pick that up in time. So apparently it is a full timeout now. They changed it.
I was with you. I thought that the initial indication was a 20-second timeout.
It was.
And they did change it. Okay, this is the way the scoring looks at this point. Eddie Johnson now with 16 points. Larry Drew has a dozen for Reggie Theus, 11 for Thorpe. On the other side of the ledger, Cummings has himself now 22 points, and we'll break right here. 6:07, 81-77 Bucks.
You're back, huh?
Yeah, I'm back.
I see you got some fries to go with your Big Mac.
Don't mention the fries.
But Lester, these are not just fries. These are McDonald's world-famous French fries. Hot, crispy, delicious, golden brown.
I know what they are, and they're all mine.
Hey, Les, old pal.
Old pal, nothing. You want some fries? You know what the county is. Hey, what are you doing? You can't get away with this. My foot! Watch my foot! I know karate.
Say, I understand you signed up for the CompCare HMO.
That's right.
Is it because CompCare has so many doctors to choose from?
Well, yeah, but there's more.
You mean because CompCare has so many health centers to choose?
Yeah, but there's also,
I know. The advantages, like YMCA fitness classes and
eye exams. There you are.
CompCare, the leader by a healthy margin.
Because they care.
There are a lot of financial institutions around competing for your business. But when it comes to the new, complex saving and investing opportunities, there's one bank that really knows the ropes. Since 1839, Marine banks have not only kept pace, they've set the pace. At the Marine, the resources are here, the expertise is here, your future is here.
As we rejoin you, Oberding hits a banker at the other end to bring the Kings back within 2. It's 81-79 in favor of the Bucks. This is Moncrief driving. Sidney with good penetration for 2 more.
That's amazing. Went around 3 people, then he had to go inside and still take a tough shot off the front of the glass.
83-79 in favor of the Bucks. Let's again point out that initially they had called for a 20-second timeout and then changed it. That's why we were a few seconds delayed in coming back. The whole thing got out of sync because of a change in what the timeout was going to be. Jumper outside. Nope, that will not go for Woodson. Hodges with it for the Bucks. Moncrief. 2 more for Sidney. Oh, Sid having a great third quarter. 10 in the third quarter, 24 in the night so far. 85-79 Bucks. Johnson deflected by Pressey. Saves it to Hodges. Look at that. How's that for an athletic move? But the Kings get it right back. However,
That foul's on Hodges. Yeah, that's on Hodges. Johnson deflected away. Look at this play by Pressey.
Look at the sequence. Look at Pressey. Look at the hustle by Pressey.
Now watch Johnson reach around. Let's see. No foul on the Matador, and yet Craig Hodges got the foul right there.
There's the reach in. We pause right here. 5 seconds for station identification.
You're watching Bucks basketball on WVTV Channel 18, Milwaukee.
85-79 in favor of the Bucks. Oberding back outside to Woodson for the jumper. Nope. Hodges on the attack for the Bucks. Up top to Brew. Brew getting his playing time, and we get a jam right there.
Who? Your guy. Mike? No, huh? Look at it.
Everybody just stood around like spectators watching Pressey go in. I thought somebody's got to get in his way.
I thought it was your man, Bill.
Yeah, everybody's looking at him. He had free reign.
Play for the Kings.
Woodson. Follow Oberding. Got it. And a foul. I think it's going to be on Mo.
Man, I thought Oberding came over his back.
I thought so, too.
Well, we'll see.
Let's see here.
Shot. Mokeski inside position. Well, I guess Oberding was up with the ball, and Mo jumped into him, they say.
Called it on Mo, number 1 on him. Oberding at the line with a dozen points scored so far. Good free throw shooter. 86%. He's hit 4 out of 4 so far tonight. That's 5 for 5. Big Ten Freshman of the Year when he was at the University of Minnesota.
Came out early, too.
Yeah, sure did. Played only that freshman year. Kings with it. Oberding inside to Woodson. Wouldn't go. This is Moncrief. Out to Mo. To Hodges. Inside to Pressey. Nope. He drew a foul. Press will shoot a couple of free throws.
Bucks moved the ball around very nicely that time. That's what got Pressey the ball inside. Now watch, because they swung the ball like that, Press gets inside. It looks like he's trapped there, but too much body by the Kings. I don't know who the call was on in particular. Thorpe, I believe.
He was on Thorpe, yeah. Number 1 on him.
There's Joe Axelson, president of this ball club. Yeah, Kansas City here, I guess in some circles they wouldn't necessarily want him to come and speak to the Kiwanis and the Rotary locally.
16 points for Pressey. That's right at his per game average. He averages just a hair under that at 15.6. Paul Pressey again having a good solid night. 89-82 Bucks. Thorpe shot no. Mokeski with a rebound in traffic. Outlet to Hodges. Greg looking, swings it right to Sidney. Back to Mo. To Pressey. Working the ball well. Hodges up the baseline. Wouldn't go. But Brewer gets the job done.
Well, that's the reason sometimes, even if you don't have a good shot, if you can get it up at the basket, maybe a teammate can get it, and that's what happened.
Well, we had Oberding, one former Golden Gopher, watching another get an easy 2 off the glass. Oberding at this end doesn't get it.
You've been watching Moses Malone play, hasn't he? You start flailing your body around enough offensively, you're going to get the call. And of course, Mark does that. And I said earlier, you know, he's got to do what he can do best, and that's use his body and play physical basketball. He's been drawing a number of fouls tonight.
Hodges picks up the foul, his third. 15 foul on the Bucks. 2:25 to go for the quarter. Bucks on top, 91-82. Oberding at the line. Bucks led by as many as 11 in the first half, only to squander that lead. Find themselves down by 2 at the half and trailed by 4 in the early going here of the third quarter.
Kind of like flypaper, they just won't go away. You can't shake them loose.
Oberding gets both free throws down. It's 91-84. Bucks by 7. They have the ball with 2:18 to go for the quarter. Hodges shading right.
Double tandem for the Bucks. That brings one man up as the two top guys pinned down.
Oh, shot wouldn't go. Tip wouldn't go. Oberding with a board in the outlet. Woodson to Theus on the floor. Reggie throws it into the hands of Hodges. Reggie saying, "What are you throwing it to me for? I'm on my rear end." Mokeski drives, would not go, and will go the other way. Long lead to Theus, going to stay on his feet this time. Reggie drives. Nope, didn't get it to go. Mokeski with a board. Oh, put that on the comical highlight reel, what's happened in the last 30 seconds at both ends here.
Yeah, no charge, no block. Both ways.
From the corner. Don't go for Greavy. Here comes Reggie again. Decides he's not going to beat Pressey. Cut off by Paul. Shoots it back out front to Oberding, who fires it through.
Big guy says, "It's time I go outside and get an easy one."
91-86.
That's a nice touch.
Yeah, he does for a big guy, doesn't he? Shoots 48% from the field, which isn't too shabby.
Guy carrying an anvil around, it's real good.
Greavy from the left side. No, wouldn't go. 91-86. Here comes Reggie. Theus holding, dishes back out front for Thorpe. Drives and scores. Otis Thorpe found the seam, took it to the hoop with the finger roll, and all of a sudden the Kings come roaring back. It's Bucks by 3, 91-88. 30 seconds for the quarter. Greavy with the jumper. Nope. Moe's tip. No. They're going to call him for over the back.
Yep.
Mokeski picks up the personal, number 2 on him.
Well, once again, the Kings can close the gap. They've already closed the gap. The Bucks were up by, what, 10?
Up by 11.
11, and now it could go to 1.
Well, of course, they led by 11 in the first half. And then they took the lead, led by as many as 4. We've come back taking 5 6-point leads, and now they're right back in it again. Thorpe's had a good third quarter. 9 points in the third quarter to go with 5 in the first half, so he's 14 in the night, 3 above his per-game average.
They said they like the rookie. Their rookie has looked good in this game.
Yes, he has. Moves real well for a big man.
Yeah, he does.
6'10". Moves well. 91-90. 1-point Buck advantage with 20 seconds on the clock for the quarter. Pressey. To Mokeski. Oh, from the corner. 8 seconds. The inbound goes into the hands of Greavy.
Oh, he's got time.
Oh, going to be called for travel.
See, what he failed to realize was the clock wasn't running because it didn't start until Kevin touched it. So he had, when he caught the ball, there was 8 seconds. He had plenty of time to run it all the way in.
Yep. Woodson lets it fire from the corner. Will not go, and that's it for the third quarter at the end of 3. It's the Bucks by 3. Milwaukee Bucks 93, Kansas City Kings 90 as we break right here.
Being number 1 is tough. Staying number 1, even tougher. So what would you say about an import that's been number 1 in car sales 10 straight years? What would you say about an import that's been number 1 in small truck sales 6 years? Number 1 in import car model selection and unsurpassed in truck mechanical reliability? I'd say, save me one. The more you compare, the more you'll see. It's Toyota, not the other guy.
If you choose your tools as carefully as you use them, choose Master Mechanic tools from True Value Hardware stores. Master Mechanic tools are made from superior materials to give you the performance and long life you would expect from a professional quality tool. True Value Hardware stores are so confident of this quality that they will replace any Master Mechanic tool that fails to perform as expected. And that means any tool from the wide line of Master Mechanic tools sold exclusively by participating True Value Hardware stores.
A home energy checkup is so easy, you could do it in your sleep. Just give Wisconsin Electric a call. Our home energy specialists will go over your place from top to bottom, looking for ways to help you save energy. And because we do all the work, Mr. Bauer, you're free to focus your attention on other important matters. Call Wisconsin Electric at 277-3400 for your free home energy checkup. He could be saving money. It could be a real eye-opener.
It's back. Our famous free Life Movie Club membership is back. For a limited time, you can join our free Life Movie Club membership and rent movies for as low as 99 cents. Plus, get every fourth rental free and choose from an inventory of over 21,000 films. For the most in video at the lowest prices,
It's Nord TV and Video Outlet, your super video store.
Okay, we start the fourth quarter with the Bucks owning the ball and the lead 93-90. Fine third quarter for Otis Thorpe, however. Kansas City inside 2 for Brewer. Randy Brewer picks up 2 more. He has 4.
And they run a little stack on the left side, and Brewer just clears across. Give him a little lob there, and when that big guy gets that deep, it should be 2.
95-90. Theus holding to Oberding. Back out to Theus for the jumper right there. Reggie has 14, comes in averaging 15 per night. 95-92, Bucks by 3. Opening minute of play, fourth quarter here at the Kemper Arena. Cressy can't get Greavy cutting through. Now we get a foul.
Bucks went to the same play with one player curling around Brew, and then Brew tries to step to the ball in the paint. Randy Brewer will go out, however.
McNamara picks up his 3rd personal foul. First team foul of the quarter on the Kings.
Third quarter shooting fell. Bucks 41%, Kings 40%.
Cummings couldn't get it down. Gets the ball back, however. Greavy
can't get it to go.
Try for 3, wouldn't go. Greavy again. Nope, rejected. Chased down by Hodges.
Rookie Thorpe. Shot clock runs at 16. Still plenty of time. Come on, Kev.
That one just will not go. Just will not go.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, it does. It's happened to everybody. Oberding to Thorpe. Pump. Then the shot. He's got 2 more. Oh, this rookie out of Providence having himself a night. 17 points. He played only a year and a half of basketball in high school, too. He got a late start. He was a real late bloomer.
Blooming fast.
Yeah, not one of these guys that was a star at age 9.
3-second violation, I believe.
Yeah, we get a lane violation. There's Phil King exhorting his troops to run the right play. This time up the court, they could take the lead again. Bucks by 1, 95-94. A lot of time left, 10-14. Nelly up having a couple of words.
Greavy had gone to the bench. Charles Davis was coming in, but because Davis was not there, Kevin had to come back on the court. So at the next break, he will come in.
Traveling call will go the other way.
Traveling, man. That's it, told you.
Yeah, and Reggie says, what? What? What kind of a phantom call was that? Reg did not like the decision.
He pulled a ticket out of his trunk. Said, look at my ticket.
Bucks with a 1-point lead. Davis with the ball. Now to Terry. Cummings looking down low. Nothing there. TC dishes off. Jumper. Nope. Won't go. Kings come away with it. Woodson with the ball. Outlet to Theus. Thorpe strong inside.
Take the lead.
96-95 Kings. Cummings gives the lead back to the Bucks. 24 for Cummings. Bob Doberding. Inside to Woodson.
Good pass. Woodson continuing to move off the ball. He will do that.
Now the book on this club, Kansas City, is they'll kill you from outside if you let them, but they're not strong inside, but they're playing well inside now.
Presley takes it to the hoop to draw the foul.
Yep.
You know, when you've had a rough year like Kansas City is having, look at it again. Look at this low angle. Boy, this is when a guy's coming right at you. That's what it's like to play defense in the NBA. But when you've had a year like the Kings have had, you know, they've lost a number of games, they had some problems. If they can play a team that's got it all together like the Bucks have had this year, if you can play them even and keep it close going down to the wire, then they feel like we got a shot. That's what we want.
Yep. Foul was on Woodson, number 4 on him. Kansas City playing a much better inside game than they generally do. Much better. Pressey hits his 17th point of the night. We're tied for the moment at least at 98. And the Bucks in this seesaw affair get the lead back. 99-98. Draws a foul. He'll shoot a couple.
Boy, he has certainly done a job moving off the ball. Good quickness. The lob just went right through the hands of the defense. Watch this. Just barely over the top. Thorpe stays with it, and the big guy does a good job. As you look at it, he's quick in here. Look at this. He draws the traffic.
I'm very impressed with his play.
Yes.
Almost got lucky there. Doesn't do too well is shoot free throws, even though he makes up. He's kind of spotty at the line at 63%. But he's a fine player other than that. We are tied again at 99. 8:40 to go in the ballgame. Cummings right there.
Good play. He curled to the inside, came straight up the paint around a screen. Moncrief set the last screen on Thorpe, which freed Terry in.
Terry, by the way, has gone over the 1,000 point mark for the season tonight. Woodson, no. Follow-up Thorpe, yes.
Good defense initially there to prevent the easy play inside, but Thorpe counters again. By the way, the Bucks have been very fortunate. They've gone this far into the second half without Moncrief getting another foul on him, which would be 5.
Good point. Cummings tried to force it, wouldn't go. Boy, it is getting a little physical now.
Moncrief gets it inside. Terry right here slides inside the defense, goes to the glass, and a lot of times, even if the ball doesn't go, you have a chance to get it back. Billy Cunningham, of course, coach of the Philadelphia 76ers, was probably one of the best, if not the best, that I've ever seen in the game, to put the ball up sometimes because it wasn't a good shot, just to try to get it back.
Third team foul for the Kings, 4th foul on Oberding, and the free throw good for Sidney. 25 for Sid. Bucks with only 1 team foul. That could be very important as we move along here.
Very. If you can get 2 more quick ones on the Kings, then it is crucial.
Yep.
Because the Bucks would be shooting.
Bucks by 2, 103-105. Or excuse me, 103-101. 7:50 remaining in the ball game. Look at this. Drew with 2 more. He has 14, and we're tied again at 103. Deadlocked again. Moncrief to Cummings. Terry with a running one-hander. Nope. Foul.
Now charged. Reggie Theus took it.
Number 2 on Terry.
Well, I think what they're going to try to do is try to make Terry put it on the floor and take it to the basket, which he certainly does well, and it will work defensively if he gets that kind of help inside on the defense.
Second team foul on the Bucks. Theus to Drew. We're tied at 103. Yep.
Larry Drew showing he has an outside shot. You got to back away from him because of his quickness.
Moncrief. Saved by Davis. He'll try it. Wouldn't go. Thorpe with another board. Long lead to Drew. Theus.
Second shot opportunities off the offensive glass by the Kings has helped give them this lead.
And the Bucks need a timeout. Nelly wants to talk it over. 6:50 to go. Kings have gone ahead by 4. Kings 107, Bucks 103.
Us syncopators of progressive riffs have a unique style of jawing.
Howard says jazz musicians talk funny.
And after a gig, I finger pop with a light beer from Miller.
After playing, Howard enjoys a light beer.
Light is super cool and a breeze on the calories, you dig.
Light is less filling, with a third less calories than their regular beer. And the taste, Howard?
Oh, man, it's Obop Shaban's lay down, break down birdie on the hot side of town.
He likes it.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer. And less.
When you look for the best, see Reby and Stark. Ruby Amato, they're making their mark. Dukas, Lakeland, Arrow, Kidner, Renner, and Gentile. Oldsmobile, we are the power. Milwaukee's driving power. Plug into the power of the leaders, the Knights of
Whether you buy one suit a year or a dozen, there's one sale you can't afford to miss. Con Semi-Annual Half-Price Clearance Sale. Extraordinary half-price savings on thousands of suits, sport coats, and outerwear. Suits made to sell for $165 are now $82.50. Sport coats made to sell for $135 are now $67.50. Quality clothing is always affordable at Cons, but now the values are truly spectacular at Cons Semi-Annual Half-Price Clearance Sale. You can't afford to miss it. Hurry in today.
There are only a few days left for incredible savings on quality furniture and carpet during Steinhoffel's January clearance.
Steinhoffel's.
Now that's what you call a young fan.
Yeah, get them started early.
By the way, as I look at that baby, I want to congratulate Kevin Grevey, and I know you join me in that fact, and his lovely wife Sandy on the birth of their little daughter, Amanda. No, that would not drop for the Bucks. We'll go the other way. Kings by 4, 107-103. Outside firepower, rimmed out. Drew's shot wouldn't go. See if the Bucks can get a couple back this time up the court. Oh, no. Frank Hodges, one of the few mistakes of that kind that he'll make. Like a shortstop that just let one leak through the legs. I promise all of these guys a Miller Lite after the game, settle them down a little bit. Think positively about something. Miller Lite for everybody if they can pull it off here at Kemper.
Good defense, Terry Cummings inside.
Pressey got it.
Whoa, what a shot. What a play. He might draw a three-point effort out of that. And the Bucks must run. They must get it out and attack them. Look at this play. Theus tries to draw the charge, and Pressey does not allow that to happen. He might get 3, and now it's the time of the ball game where every basket's measured with 5:54 to play.
Reggie picking up his second personal foul, 4th team foul on the Kings, and Pressey at the line. Converts the 3rd point. 107-106. Well, our last telecast, if you recall, at Indianapolis, it took a jumper by Hodges with 4 seconds to go to beat Indiana. Let's see what happens here tonight. 107-106. Bucks down at the moment by 1. Theus with the running hook. Not there. Gets the ball back. Stripped to the ball. Bucks gonna run it. Pressey looking, dishing off to Cummings, who jams for 2.
Boy, the Bucks had a 4-break situation that time. Somebody had to get out and clear through that. Let Cummings come in for an easy deuce. We have a 20-second timeout by
Phil
Kansas
Johnson.
City, so we will stay here.
Phil Johnson did a double tug at his belt after that one. Here we go. Pressey dishing off.
See Moncrief clear through, therefore Cummings could come right behind him and jam it home. And once again, it was Theus on that offensive rebound. We look at the Bucks huddle. The Kings have had a lot of second shot opportunities off the offensive boards in this 4th quarter that has helped them. That time it was stripped away from him.
Tonight's attendance, 6,000.
6,228 in attendance, it is just announced.
Yeah, they could be a little bit more boisterous, I believe.
A little more what?
Boisterous in regard to...
Oh, I thought you said boisterous.
Boy.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes I don't speak too well.
Well, hey.
Boisterous.
Hey, I know what that feels
they
like.
They could yell more.
Look at Nelly. Nelly doesn't like the call.
Paul Pressey.
Pressey picks up his fourth. All right, that's 4 on him and 4 on Sidney. Sidney's been nursing 4 the whole second half. Bucks by 1, 108-107. Oberding to the hoop. It didn't go. Moncrief wants to run. Right side to Hodges driving. Didn't go, but he drew a foul. He was blocked going to the lane. So he'll go to the line. Number 5 on Woodson.
Contact there, and the Bucks again getting it off the break. Oberding got inside on that good movement, off-ball movement as he came from left to right. Big miss.
Greg Hodges with 10 points, 88% free throw shooter. Big one right there. His first free throw try of the night. He only tried 52. He's hit 46 of them. 109-107. Bucks trying to win this first game in an extended road trip. And they're 6th in a row on the season. If they can pull it off here at the Kemper Arena. Second free throw good, makes it 110-107. Bucks by 3 with 4:50 remaining in the ball game. Illegal defense, yep.
On Alton Lister.
Illegal defense.
Jake O'Donnell pointing to the spot, saying, now this is where you got to be. This is where you were. Just don't do it again, or it's shoot 'em time.
Oberding. Shoots it back outside. The banker goes.
Woodson. Good jump shooter.
16 for him. Bucks hanging on by 1. 110-109. 110-109 with 4.5 minutes remaining.
Woodson trying to keep the ball away from Moncrief. The Bucks want to get a lot of open court movement, spread the floor, and get a lot of movement.
11 seconds on the clock. Cummings would not go. Sal Thompson with the rebound. This is Drew. Hodges on him. Sends it back out front to Woodson driving, and it wouldn't go that time. Follow-up inside, good by Thompson. That's the first points he's scored since the first quarter.
Big points, offensive rebounds again.
He has only 6, but that gives the Kings the lead, 111-110. 3:45 to go.
Turnover.
Yeah, here they go again. Woodson.
Bucks have got to talk about it. 3-point lead with 3:37 to go, Bill.
113 for the Kings, 110 for the Bucks, 3:37 to play on the clock, and we pause right here.
What's taking Dunbar so long?
He's a place kicker, Russo.
Curfew!
Dunbar! Don't drop my Big Mac.
Big Mac, you're okay, babe.
Dunbar! Dunbar! Dunbar, where are the fries? How can we eat a Big Mac without fries?
It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
Where can you go for 8.8% financing on top 85 trucks?
Your Nissan dealer's the one to see.
At participating Nissan dealers, 8.8% financing could save you big bucks on rugged trucks. Save up to $650 on Nissan Standards. Save up to $1,250 on King Cabs. And up to $1,350 on 4xs. So for 8.8% financing, see the dealers who practically invented the small truck. Don't wait. Get to your Milwaukee Datsun dealers right now.
A successful airline has got to have connections, timely connections to major carriers. MVA schedules are designed to begin your trip here in your city and conveniently connect you to your final destination. United Airlines alone has over 235 daily flights out of our Chicago hub. MVA and United check our low joint fares. United and Mississippi Valley Airlines are partners in travel.
Number 9. All right, we are back, 3:37 to go, and the Kings have taken the lead 113 to 110. Just a few minutes, we're going to be naming the Light Beer from Miller TV 18 Player of the Game, a $100 donation to be made to the MAC Fund in the name of tonight's most valuable buck. Let's hope it's in a winning effort. Work to be done. Moncrief. Got it.
Big play. Of course, he makes big ones.
28 for Sid. Comes in averaging 23. 1-point deficit facing Milwaukee with 3:10 to play. 113, 112 Kings. Outside Eddie Johnson. No, off the front of the ring. Saved, however, by LaSalle Thompson.
Second shot opportunities. They're so important, especially late in the game. Well, maybe they're not more important then than any time, but they sure seem to be, aren't they?
This is Drew. Likes to shoot off a pick. Couldn't get the pick there.
It's good. You can see it all the way.
Yep. Swung it to Woodson, and Woodson made it 115, 112. Bucks down by 3. 2.5 minutes to go. To Cummings for 2.
He had Oberding trailing all the way as he curled around the screen on the left box. And then Oberding then wanted to back away so he wouldn't get a foul.
Yeah. 30 for Cummings. Bucks down by 1.
You want to hold him here. It's going to go down under 2.
Nice rejection of Eddie Johnson, shot by Lister.
9 on the shot clock. 2:13 on the big clock, so you want to hold him here, Bill, is what I was saying.
All right, this is Drew trying to get around Hodges, forces the shot, it would not go. Hobbled, paddled for, and chased down by Cummings. Receive, Myers, finger roll, got it down. He scared me for a second there. It looked like he didn't know whether he wanted a jam or finger roll, and he decided at the last second on the finger roll with the lunge and got it to work.
I wish I'd had an opportunity to make a decision like that.
Oh,
I never had to.
Looked like he was going to accelerate for the jam and then changed his mind. 116, 115, Bucks by 1.
Hold him again. The pressure goes back.
Turnaround will not go. Not that time for Woodson. Cummings with the ball and the foul committed by LaSalle Thompson. That'll be number 4 on him.
That's not a smart foul. No point in committing the foul at that point to put the Bucks on the line. Here's the miss, and this time the Bucks do not give them that second shot opportunity. And this is what we talked about. This is what we talked about, the team foul situation. The Bucks not in the penalty, the Kings in.
Yep. Our telecast, by the way, directed by Larry Magrill. Mobile color facilities by Clearwater Teleproductions. Our studio coordinator, Mark Rager. Executive producers, Lyle Schulze and Bill Franks. Thanks to all those people and others here in Kansas City for helping us tonight. Cummings at the line, hits the free throw, a big one for TC.
Now you want to get it on that odd number, though. Get this one, too. He had good concentration and get 3 up, not just 2.
Yep, 31 points for Cummings, 117, 115. There it is. 3-point advantage for the Bucks with 1:35 remaining in the ball game. And the Kings want to talk it over right here. Timeout with 1:35 remaining in the ball game. Bucks 118, Kings 115.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Shock Electronics is taking 15% off everything in the store. Shock is taking another 15% off the already low discount prices from now through Sunday. Come and get it.
For everyday low prices, special financing, great selection, and award-winning service, come to Boucher Chevrolet, Highway 18 west in Waukesha.
Hi, this is Carolyn of Sun Valley Waterbeds reminding you to make a note. Thanks, Frank. Because our January clearance is just about over. prices are drastically reduced on waterbeds, like our lowest price ever on this complete waterbed with bookcase headboard, just $129. Or this high bookcase waterbed with doors and etched mirror, only $199. So take note. You'll find great savings this week at Sun Valley Waterbeds.
TV18 is the late-night location for laughs with The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. Don't turn in before you check tonight's guest lineup. That's The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson tonight and every weeknight at 10:30 on TV18.
All right, it is coming down to the wire time. Bill Berg and Johnny Mack back with you at the Kemper Arena here in Kansas City, where with 1:35 to go, the Bucks lead it by 3, 118-115. KC with the ball. Theus bringing it up.
And the Bucks have one foul to take under that 2-minute mark before the Kings would shoot.
Reggie swings it to Eddie Johnson. And we get a foul inside. Sidney Moncrief picks up his 5th.
Still could be a good foul because you had LaSalle Thompson going in for a dunk. Instead, you put him on the line, and he's a 68% free throw shooter. Now, the Bucks and the Kings both have 2 timeouts remaining. The Bucks also have their 20.
Thompson has tried 3 free throws, that being the 3rd, and has made all 3 of them.
Doesn't read that 68% figure, does it?
7 points on the night. Look at that. Both of them were perfect, too. 1-point ball game. Bucks trying to hang on. 118-117. 120, 119, 118 on the clock. Presley out front. Eddie Johnson looking into his eyes to Cummings. Terry from baseline left. No, would not go. Oberding with the ball. This is Woodson. 1 minute. 54 seconds. 53, 52. Reggie swings it right to Johnson. Johnson from the baseline. Eddie Johnson has 18.
Oh, Bucks going to take a timeout at this point.
Bucks call time with 48 seconds remaining in the ball game. Kings by 1, 119 to the Bucks 118.
How would you like a KitchenAid food processor absolutely free? Right now, you'll receive a free KitchenAid food processor when you purchase a built-in or portable KitchenAid dishwasher or an 18-inch trash compactor. That's 2 great products for the price of 1. Buy a built-in or portable KitchenAid dishwasher or an 18-inch trash compactor and get a free KitchenAid food processor. Imagine a complete food preparation center with a suggested price of $169.95 is yours absolutely free. Don't miss out on this exciting offer. Hurry in today.
If you're looking for a sofa in a style that accommodates your taste and budget, you'll find your best choice in the last place you'd probably think to look, at a wonderful furniture store. Denison at 76th and Oklahoma and in the city of South Milwaukee. Sofas in all sorts of styles by very good makers, specially priced from $349 to $1,000. At the store that hasn't lost sight of what personal service is all about.
At Denison's, where you always get a great deal from a great Dane. 76 in Oklahoma and in the city of South Milwaukee.
You want it, you got it at Universal. Get the things you want the easy way. Rent them from Universal TV and Appliance Rental. Rent name brand furniture and appliances from Universal for just a small weekly or monthly charge with no credit hassle or repair bills. Get the things you want the easy way. Call Universal right now. You want it, you got it at Universal.
Some of the Bucks scoring. 32 for Cummings, 28 for Moncrief, 23 for Presley. You say, if you're just tuning in, hey, Bucks must be winning big. Wrong. They're down by 1. 119-118 with 48 ticks on the clock.
Yeah, and the pressure against them, not just because they're down by 1, but also Kansas City's going to get it back no matter what happens with plenty of time.
This is Moe to Cummings. Terry will put it in the air and scores from 16 feet away. 34 for Cummings. 120-119 with 40 seconds on the clock, and Phil Johnson wants to talk it over with his Kings. We'll be back. 40 seconds to go. Bucks by 1, 120-119.
Hello, I'm Tom Gall, pharmacist.
When you need to have a prescription filled, you want personal attention, and that's exactly what you'll get at Gulf Pharmacies. We're the friendly people in your neighborhood who have been in business for 25 years. Gulf Pharmacies offer computerized services plus very competitive prescription prices. Senior citizens save an additional 10% on all prescriptions and many other purchases as well.
Bring in your prescription bottle and most recent receipt and Gull Drug will beat the price.
It's hard driving and rough riding, and it's never dull. You'll see it all when Ed Bruce, Brock Gates, and Steve Evans introduce you to the people who make it happen and take you to some of the fastest, most competitive, and unusual sports happenings in the country on Super Sports America.
Don't miss the action Saturday mornings at 9 on TV 18.
Don't be fooled. Some shows promise you the hits, but Solid Gold always delivers. This weekend, call on the Chartbusters with guest co-host Ray Parker Jr. Then a brand new Solid Gold climber with Dan Hartman. Plus Mr. Joe Cocker, Steve Perry's smash ballad on video, and John Cafferty's pick hit. All topped off with a new edition, along with host Rick Dees on the new Solid Gold.
Saturday night at 6 on TV 18.
The Bucks, winners of 5 in a row. Kansas City, about to move to a new state. They've lost 7 out of 8. They have a record of 14 and 27. It should have been lopsided in favor of Milwaukee. Instead, Bucks trying to hang on, leading by 1, 121-19, 40 seconds on the clock. Into LaSalle Thompson, gives it to Theus. Reggie will direct traffic from the point. Hodges on it. To Johnson. Nope, will not go. Ball free on the floor, picked up by Hodges.
Going to milk the clock now. They're going to try to take a foul, even though there's a discrepancy between the two. 17, there's about 3-second difference, 3 or 4.
Yep.
4 maybe.
17 seconds for the ball game, 16 seconds, 15 seconds, 14 on the clock, down to a dozen now, 11 seconds, 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Pressey almost lost the ball, 7 seconds, lets it fly, will not go, tipped around, and saved by the Kings. Woodson with it.
Well, there's 2 seconds to go in the ball game.
2 seconds.
Now they will have the ball. They will have the ball in the backcourt side. Now they're trying to clarify right now whether Woodson caught the ball, once he got control of it, called the timeout, or if he made a move, then it would have to stay in the backcourt, and they're saying it's going to go front court, I think.
Nelly started to explode too, and then all of a sudden caught himself. Did you notice that very quickly? He started to extend his hands like, what are you doing? And put him right back to thinking, oh my God, I don't need a technical at this point. I better not say anything.
Well, Bill, there's a big difference between getting it at half court and all the way back where they would have gotten the ball with only 2 seconds. So that's the difference between getting a fair shot and probably a real home.
And look what happened our last telecast, if you recall. 4 seconds to go. Craig Hodges hits the jumper from the right wing to give the Bucks the lead, but then they got off a good shot. They had position. Right. If you recall, Stepanovic had that ball roll off the right side of the ring. They had a chance. Indiana did to win it. Now the Kings will have a chance to win this ball game because, as you rightly point out, they will have good position on the court. 2 seconds can be a long time. Obviously, basketball fans know that clock doesn't start until that ball is touched by somebody inbounds. So there is certainly time if you set up well on your inbound situation to get that ball inbounds and get the shot away.
Bill, John Steinmiller just pulled this out for me as far as the regulation, the rules, and it indicates within the last 2 minutes on this exact type of play that the Kings, and I'll break it all down for you, rather than Team A and Team B, the Kings do have the option as to whether they put the ball into play in the backcourt, or obviously they're going to move it up and take it into the front court. So with 2 seconds, they're not going to get the shot perhaps that they would like, but they can get a good enough shot to win this ball game if they make it.
Well, if you are a partisan of the Bucks, then we presume you are. Start working the beads. Now, just as play is about to be resumed and Oberding prepares to put it in play, the Bucks call a 20-second timeout. Yes, they are going to ice it a little more and talk it over for 20 seconds.
Well, Bill, I have to spring out of here in a moment to go down to get ready for our post-game show, but this last 2
this last 2 seconds could go even a little longer. The Bucks have 1 timeout remaining. The Kings have none.
Kings have none. 2 seconds on the clock. The Bucks had led by as many as 11 a long, long time ago in the first half. The Kings came roaring back, repeatedly took the lead by 2, 4, 5 points in the second half, only to have the Bucks come back and regain that lead, but it's been toe-to-toe throughout the second half. The rookie out of Providence, Otis Thorpe, playing superbly, 22 points, helping lead the surge for Kansas City. And now 2 seconds to go, and the Bucks trying to hang on, leading by 120-119. Oberding, the former Golden Gopher, being guarded by another former Gopher, Brewer.
Don't foul.
Oberding inbounds to Reggie. Turnaround. Will not go. Tip in. They wipe it out. They wiped it out. Thorpe got it down, but the time had expired. Time was out. Time was out, and the Bucks win the ball game. Watch it again right here. Brewer jumping. It goes to Reggie. The turnaround on the way. See the clock at 1. Time has expired. Time has clearly expired before Otis Thorpe gets it and dumps it in. So while the rookie out of Providence had a great night, and but for 1 tick on the clock, that would have been a game winner and 24 points for him. It is rightly wiped out by the official as time had expired, and the Bucks win a squeaker in this first road game. The final, the Bucks 120, the Kansas City Kings 119, and we'll be back to wrap it up after this.
Now hear this, the Midwest's largest, the Milwaukee Boat Show. Hundreds of boats on display starts Saturday, January 19th through Sunday, January 27th at State Fair Park. Don't miss it.
To find out just how good Little Caesars Pizza is, we asked for the response of connoisseurs who instinctively appreciate the delicious taste of 100% real cheese, all natural toppings, plus a sauce and crispy crust that's made fresh every day. This luscious pizza the experts raved about is the same great pizza Little Caesars makes for you. And better yet, when you buy 1 pizza, you get a second pizza absolutely free. That's Little Caesars.
There's a hole in your house that lets a lot of heat out every winter. It's your fireplace. But you can seal that hole beautifully with the CEMI Concept 2 fireplace insert. It lowers your fuel cost by forcing the heat from your fireplace into your home, where you want it. The CEMI Concept 2, because you don't have money to burn. On sale at factory direct prices this weekend only at
Aqua Spray, 3 locations, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only.
TV18 is the late-night location for laughs with The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. Don't turn in before you check tonight's guest lineup. That's The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson tonight and every weeknight at 10:30 on TV18.
Bill Berg with John McLaughlin back at the Kemper Arena, where the Bucks have won a thriller tonight, 120-119 over Kansas City. And it's time to announce our Light Beer for Miller TV18 player of the game. And that goes to Terry Cummings, who had a game-high 34 points, went over the 1,000-point mark for the season tonight in aiding the Bucks to their squeaker victory. $100 will be donated in Terry Cummings' name to the MAC Fund. And remember, at the end of the regular season, we're going to select the Buck Player of the Year, who will receive the Light Beer from Miller TV18 Player of the Year trophy, and $1,000 will be donated in that player's name to the MAC Fund. So congratulations to TC Terry Cummings, tonight's Light Beer from Miller TV18 Player of the Game. The final again, the Bucks 120, the Kings 119, and we will be back with our post-game show after this word.
The Bucks are going strong on TV18. Milwaukee Bucks on TV18.
Bucks Basketball, a live presentation of WVTV. Catch the action Saturday, January 26th at 7:30 when the Bucks are hosted by the Houston Rockets. Bucks Basketball, brought to you by Miller High Life, the best beer for the best time of the day. Welcome to Miller Time. Century Insurance. For all your insurance needs, call your local Century agent, where all's well even when all isn't. True Value Hardware. We've got what it takes. McDonald's, where it's a good time for the great taste. Toyota, who reminds you that it's a good feeling to buckle up for safety. And by Speeds TV and Appliance, the right price, customer satisfaction guaranteed.
The Bucks are going strong on TV 18. Milwaukee Bucks.
Everybody knows I get excited about Wisconsin sports. I get excited about the Brewers, the college action, even the Bucks. That's why I'm excited about SportsView. SportsView brings me live college sports, exclusive Brewer action, and exclusive Bucks games. Hey, that's a foul! That's a foul!
SportsView, the best seat in the house.
What do you mean I'm out of here? I live here!
It's the month of champions on Star Search 85 with host Ed McMahon and celebrity guests Phyllis Diller, Sid Charisse, Lorenzo Lamas, Pointer sister Ruth Pointer, and Sam Harris. Male vocalist, female vocalist, leading man, leading lady, comedian, vocal group, dancers, and Star Search spokesmodels. On Star Search 85, the world's greatest talent competition. The month of champions on the $1.5 million race for the stars. Star Search 85.
Saturday at 10 following Bucks basketball.
All right, we are back in the Kemper Arena. Much quieter place now than it was a couple of minutes ago when the Bucks hung on to win 120-119. A lot of people responsible for that victory. But in our minds, the MVP tonight for the Milwaukee Bucks, guy by the name of Terry Cummings with a game-high 34 points. Let's go to Johnny Mack as he talks to TC. John?
Okay, Bill, thank you very much. And I am with Terry Cummings. Terry, you just said to me, life on the road. We sure had a close one here tonight. I know you feel good about getting out of here with this win.
You know, I thought we had to struggle a little bit, but I think being off 5 days was probably a part of that, and the fact that Kansas City was playing real well.
You know, when you play a club like this, a club that has not had a lot of wins this year, they've had a lot of problems, but you look at their personnel and you know offensively they can come out and have a very big game.
Well, there's no doubt in anybody in the league's mind. I know that you can't go any place in this league thinking that you're going to have an easy win, and especially not us, but, you know, we know we have to win games against teams like Kansas City, so you got to come out and do it. Somebody's got to.
You know, Terry, we say this so often after Bucks games when we talk to you and all the other guys. We seem to talk about the Bucks defense so much because you are the #1 defensive team in the league. And again tonight, when the big plays occurred, Bucks defense came through.
Well, I think it's been the most consistent part of our game all year long. And in order for us to continue to win, that's going to be the thing that's going to keep it, because sometimes our offense just doesn't click.
I have to say something about their young player on that club just because I feel that he had such a big game tonight. Otis Thorpe is a fine young player, isn't he?
Well, I thought that he was the reason they were in the game as long as they were. I think he got kind of tired and they couldn't put him back in the game because he was so tired. But he's got such a strong post game, and when you know you're playing somebody like that, it's like all game long you have to concentrate on, because either he's going to get the ball in the post or he's going to get the ball off the boards.
Terry, the Bucks have been through many tests this year and responded well. Now another one, a big road trip. You go on the road, it's tougher. You play some teams that have had a rough time this year, but you're on the road, and you know, that makes up a big difference. How do you feel at this point going into this road trip?
Well, I think that this particular road trip is one where we could wind up doing very well if we just go out and play and become consistent. I think that we're consistent in spurts, but I think the only reason why our game may have been a little shaky today is, you know, just the 5 days off. But I think that we'll start to kick back in and become more consistent, and we'll play like it. On this road trip, we could possibly win all 6 if we play right.
We talk about the Bucks defense. Obviously, we've got some great offensive players. The Bucks do it offensively. At this point of the season, what is the one area as a team you feel that you most have to shore up?
I think maybe just concentrate on what we're doing, because sometimes the concentration level goes down. And I don't know what it is. It may be because we play so many games and there's so many minutes you play. But you have to really concentrate, because I have to tell myself at times to concentrate, especially in nitty-gritty time with 40 seconds left today. I had to tell myself to concentrate and just to, you know, slow down and just let it happen. You know what you're supposed to do and do it.
You let it happen. You made some big plays again tonight. Terry Cummings, He's sure a good one. Let's go up to you, Bill.
All right, thank you very much, Mac, and thanks to Terry Cummings. 34 points for Terry, game high 34. 23 for Pressey, 28 for Sidney Moncrief. Good night by a number of guys in Bucky uniforms. The Bucks, of course, remain in first place in their division. They have won their 29th game of the season against only 14 losses. This marks their 6th consecutive victory. It was a tight one. After 5 days off, it looked like they were going to really roll early. They were playing very, very well, built an 11-point lead, but Kansas City was not about to quit, came back, repeatedly took the lead in the second half, and almost pulled it off. For the Kings, they're 14-28. They have now lost 8 of their last 9, but they played like a much better ball club tonight. The Bucks winning it 120-119, and the scoring for Kansas City, their leading scorer in the ballgame, was that rookie, by the way, Otis Thorpe, with 22 in a losing effort. But for another second on the clock, he might have had the game winner, but it was not to be. So the Bucks win it 120-119. I'm Bill Berg for Johnny Mac, thanking you for being with us again tonight. Don't forget, Saturday night at 7:30, we're going to be with you when the Bucks take on the Houston Rockets. We'll be over in Houston for that one. We hope you'll join us. Again, thanks so much for being here tonight. As we say good evening to you, this has been Milwaukee Bucks basketball.
Guests who appear on Postscripts receive gifts courtesy of Nunn Bush Shoes, the trendsetter in fashionable footwear. And from Helbros, the new tradition in time, a quartz watch that's water resistant to 330 feet. See Helbros quartz watches at your favorite catalog.